Good name and two-digit ID number of the name of the deceased.
Correct.
Okay, 10-4, thanks.
Madlock, M-A-D-L-O-C-K. First name is Camino, King, Ida, Mary, Ida, Nora, Ocean.
Okay, they have an approximate height and weight?
6 feet, 150.
2526 West Warren, Unit 1 at the Smythe residence. Key holder Kim Ortiz has a bad code at the residence there. It's coming from the front door.
You kind of broke up. You said 13166?
13167.
67, okay. And again, you're 5'11", Robert, right?
10-4.
What is the RD number?
JC 5720.
And nature of this is gunshot wound?
For Bosworth, female caller says 10 rounds of beating them on the rear stairway.
492 Robert.
Sorry?
Just not with a sledgehammer this time?
She didn't indicate a sledgehammer this time.
10-4, 19, Adam.
10-4, thank you. Action doors coming in.
35 station. Show me Lieutenant 1041.
Hell yeah! We got our country back! The United States, we got it back. And it would not surprise me, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so glad I'm wrong about them switching. I really thought about 2-3 weeks before the election they were going to pull a fast one and take Kamala Harris out and put Michelle Obama or Michael Obama in there to run. I'm so glad they did not do that. That would have just created more chaos. So, yeah. Hell yeah. And it wouldn't surprise me, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to what I'm telling you. Because the United States military, remember this, look it up. The United States military, if they declared martial law, well, the president would have to declare it. Let me back up. If the United States military comes up and says that this government in place is tyranny, they're treasonous, and we have to remove them immediately, they can place Donald Trump in office tomorrow, next week, 2 days from now. It doesn't matter. So don't be surprised if we do not have to wait till January 20th. January 20th is the inauguration. And he'll probably still do that, but he can be sworn in right there in the Oval Office. We don't have to be on the Capitol for him to be sworn into office. And it would not surprise me at all if the United States military, the generals, ruled that this government is tyranny and committed treason against the United States, and they are a clear and present danger to the national security of our country. They can remove them, place them under arrest, fly them to Guantanamo in front of military tribunals. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Actually, that's what I'm expecting to happen. But we'll see. We'll just wait and see. Hold our breath. All right. Let's go, Brandon. That's so old, Texas. That Brandon thing is so old. Wow. Come up with something more original, man. What did he say? Let's go, Brandon. Oh, my God. You too, Trooper. Let's go, Brandon. It's so old. That died out long, long ago. Trump won. Queuing stars and stripes. Absolutely queuing it. Let's go. Ha-ha. Man, I was up till 3:30 in the morning watching that shit. Hey, Twisted Angel. See, I owe Twisted Angel a grit of gratitude. She's the one that taught me all about what pegging means. Thank you, Miss Twisted Angel. I appreciate that. Because I was confused. I was real confused when somebody said pegging / strap-on. I'm like, wait, what? What is it? Okay, I got the strap-on part, but what's the pegging part? Thank you, darling, for educating me. I'm educated on it now. Ladies and gentlemen, the 47th President of the United States. Bam! Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh, you hadn't seen nothing yet. And remember this, it is definitely going to get worse before it gets better, unless the United States military steps up and charges them with treason. And I'm talking about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, yeah, Shifty Shift, Obama, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, the whole gang. Why are you wearing that? What do you mean, why am I wearing this? Okay, Rex, where is my vest at right now? Just take 3 guesses and the first 2 does not count. Pat, now we fight to get your Twitch back up. Yeah, Todd, that would be great. Because I would love to be able to stream the IRL bounty hunting with Rex on my Twitch channel. Yep, Chuck. Oh, Chuck's out. Absolutely. And Gavin Newsom. Yeah, don't forget about Nancy Pelosi's nephew, Mr. Gavin Newsom. What? You want me just to wear a shirt, Kyle? Really? Just put on a shirt. No, I'm not going to do that. Pat, we fight to get your Twitch. Yep. So, guys, I thought we might, I don't know, just start shit out with the lefties losing it. How would you like to see that shit? The lefties going berserk. You ready? I think it's time to rock and roll. So funny. This is some funny shit. Let's go. I don't know why it didn't. There we go.
No! Why?
Now, see, let me tell you where I stand on this shit. These idiots like her, pretty much anybody that voted for Kamala, they knew they were voting for a treasonous piece of shit. I think every fucking one of them should be shot in the face, executed for treason against our country. Absolutely. And I mean that. I truly believe they should be fucking executed. You knew you were voting for tyranny, for tyranny in the United States. You were voting for treasonous pieces of shit. You were voting to destroy America. That's treason. Execute these fucking idiots.
Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
I just don't understand why we can't.
Then I'd go to Waffle House and have an omelet.
A female president, like, why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, there should never in our history ever be a female president. Men are logical, women are emotional. We don't need a female president ever.
Like, how much more qualified and intelligent and, like, perfect for the position do we have to be? Like, why?
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win
Just
this
shoot that fucking
thing.
fat fuck in the
Jesus
face.
Christ, I'm so pissed off. Fuck, God.
Somebody needs to tell this treasonous piece of shit that he's not Hulk Hogan.
Damn it.
Who's the President of the United States?
The U.S. President is Donald Trump.
For the astrology girlies, I just want to know, I have been studying Kamala.
Okay. Could anybody ever look at her and say, I really value her fucking opinion? I mean, really. Like, oh, I care what she thinks. I don't give a fuck. I think she should just be shot right between her fucking eyes.
Those charts, and it looks like she is not only going to win, but she is going to be winning a second term. The next 8 years in her chart look really strong.
You delusional piece of shit.
So much. Okay, so I was wrong. A lot of astrologers were wrong. A lot of us were wrong. But if you think that right now is the time to tell me that you don't believe in astrology, who gives a about astrology right now, dude? Who literally cares about that? That is like the least of our worries. This is my career. I have built a life off of reading the stars for people and getting it right. But if you're gonna come into my comments and complain that, well, I'm no longer gonna believe in astrology after this, who gives a for real? Let's be for real right now. That is the last of our worries. My mom can't lose her Social Security. We can't.
Do they really believe? See, that's what the problem is. They're so fucking delusional and brainwashed that they shouldn't take another breath, number one. Number two, they actually believe the shit that's spewed out of CNN, MSNBC, all this shit. She can't lose her Social Security. Hey, fucktard. Trump said no tax on Social Security. But they don't listen to that part. Hey, did anybody hear Jack Smith got fired? You know, the fucktard that was trying to prosecute Trump.
Can't lose our Medicaid, our Medicare. There are real things happening in the world right now, and I know that like you guys think this is some big gotcha, but I don't give a if you think astrology is not real right now, because there's real life happening in this country.
Okay. I don't think there's a universe where Donald J. Trump wins all 3 of the blue wall states.
Surprise! You piece of shit hood rat.
On him in 2016.
We're not in 2016. We have seen his reaction to COVID. We've seen January 6th insurrection. We've seen 2 impeachments. We've seen 34 felony convictions. This is not 2016.
If it was that close, you guys should be putting this thing away if that was the case.
Hey girlies, so just so you know, IUDs will last throughout the entirety of his presidency. So if you want to have somewhat of a choice over your body.
Now, just imagine any of these people enlisting in our military to fight and defend the United States of America. That's scary.
You should probably go get one.
Look, I wasn't
just
going
shoot
to sleep.
him in the fucking
do y'all
face.
see this? Do you see it? Let me move in close. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? What is going on, Trump 2024? I wasn't going to sleep until I see it,
I didn't go to sleep till 3:30 this morning.
And look what I see. Look what I see. It is over. He flipped the world red. It is over. He flipped the world red. Trump 24.
Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not. That is.
See, I get so sick of hearing that shit about Kamala being black. Does anybody truly believe she's a black woman? She's from East India. She's born in San Francisco. At 2 years old, her family moved her ass to Canada, where she was raised in Canada until she was 23 years old or 24. Then she moved back by herself to San Francisco and started sucking dick to that other hood rat that was in control of the politics of San Francisco. See, Kamala puts her head down and goes to work. That's what she does.
What it appears happened in that state is that if you can't flip enough white women, and we've talked about this on this set numerous times, is that you have a state where you've got a 6-week abortion or a 12-week abortion. I think theirs might be 12 weeks.
Yep.
But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, re-electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them.
Now, let me tell you something about the abortion. First of all, I believe that whether you want to have a child or not should be decided in the bedroom, not in an abortion clinic. That's number one, and nobody's brought that up. My body, my right. My body, my choice. Okay. When you're in the bedroom and you're fixing to spread your legs, then you decide before you spread them if you want a child or not. If not, get on birth control. Have the dude wear a condom. How hard is that? Jesus. Trump, or the United States Supreme Court, overturned Roe versus Wade. All that did was take the abortion laws and send them back to the states. So it's up to each individual Congress and Senate of each state to decide whether they want to have legalize abortion, have it however many weeks, 6 weeks abortion, 8 weeks abortion, 3 weeks abortion. It's up to each individual state. And these delusional, treasonous pieces of shit on the mainstream media and the politicians want everybody to think that, oh no, Trump took the right for abortion away. No, he didn't. He sent it back to the states where it needed to be, where it used to be.
But that message obviously was not
enough. What about the baby's rights? Right. It's not your body, your choice. It's the baby's body.
To get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country.
And I'm sick of hearing that shit too. A woman for president. Oh my God, we'd be fucked if we had a woman president. We do not ever need a woman president.
Have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy. And, you know, God bless Shannon Watts, who has tried to have that conversation. But if people aren't receptive to it, and if people vote more, you know, party line or...
And yeah, Second Amendment, Jeffrey, you're exactly right. That's why Trump is going to dismantle the Board of Education and send education back to the states. He said he's going to say, what, $22 trillion in government spending for these agencies like the FDA, the EPA. It's all, you know, you grease my back and I'll do you favors. Get rid of the IRS, the EPA, the FDA, the CIA. Absolutely get rid of that fucktard organization. The FBI. We don't need the FBI, ladies and gentlemen. You know what law enforcement needs from the FBI? Their technology. That's it. We need that database. We need the forensic science there at the FBI. But we don't need the fucking FBI. Get rid of it. Dismantle it.
Or more on race than on gender and on protecting their gender. There's really not much more that you can.
And again, everything I'm saying is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. That's what's beautiful about the United States of America. We have the First Amendment. You have a right to your opinion. And I believe every one of these treasonous fucks need to be executed for treason against our country. But that's just my opinion.
But tell people what the risks are and leave it to them to do the right thing.
They do not need to be locked up. They need to be executed for treason against the United States, Jeffrey. That's my opinion on it. I don't want them locked up. Why do I need to spend $80,000 a year per inmate to house these pieces of shit? Execute them. Take that tax dollars and feed the hungry children and the vets that are homeless. How about that?
The crazy thing to me is that if this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends. Like, you have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them because...
What a liar. This bitch gets on it. See, that there's so many women that should not be allowed to breed, and there's so many women that should not be able to produce a video. And a lot of guys that shouldn't be allowed to produce a video. That's not my opinion. That's just me being silly.
Of the repercussions of his last presidency. How did...
T-Gun, did you hear what they were doing in fucking Minnesota? The parents wanted a little girl. They had a little boy. They got 30 minutes to decide whether they're going to kill the little boy, because they didn't want a little boy. They want a little girl. So let's kill the baby's over here for 30 minutes laying on the gurney over here, waiting to decide from the parents if they're going to abort, murder that baby that's outside the womb, that's laying over there breathing on its own. How is that not murder? Damn. That's how delusional and demonic these fucking treasonous Democrat liberals are. They're demonic.
How did we get here? How did we get here? To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country. It's so terrifying. It's so terrifying.
I love it.
How could you do this? How can you claim to be a Christian or anyone of moral values and support someone when every word out of his mouth is hate, when he wants to pardon people who took over the Capitol? You do not do...
See, she's brainwashed. Took over they walked through the Capitol as the Capitol Police escorted them through the Capitol. She doesn't even have her facts. She's CNN, MSNBC, that's all she watches.
It's the people that you love and care about. If you have a woman in your life, if you have an LGBTQ person in your life, if you have anyone in your life who's not white, how did we get here? Someone tell me, please. Someone really tell me, please. Because the only way I see it is that, like, either he cheated and that was his secret, or this country is built on so much hate, and we might never get out of this. If you voted for him,
you're a piece of shit.
You are dead to me. Go ahead and block me. I don't give a shit. I really don't.
I voted for him. You treasonous piece of shit.
Donald Trump, I've known a long time.
See, I would love to see this motherfucker. Never mind.
He will self-destruct. The problem that I see is not Trump. The problem.
What a race-baiting piece of shit hood rat he is.
The problem is that those that can be appealed to in this way and how.
And look at Barron. Does anybody remember 2016? Little Barron about Yay High? About Yay High came out on stage with Trump in the middle of the night. You know, I don't know, 4:11 maybe. Look at this kid. Wow. Why is he not playing basketball? That's my question. I'm just asking.
We've got to bring this country together, and we cannot do it by being like January 6th ourselves. There would not be a January 6th on our side. We will deal with this in a dignified way and try to put the pieces together. So we've lost.
Can you imagine this hood rat piece of shit talking about dignity? He said the word dignity, and he doesn't even know the meaning of that word.
But we lost a battle. The war is not over.
Well, Rev, let's talk about, you talked about gender and race. Let's talk about race.
And these two pieces of shit, I would love to see them dragged out of the studio, taken to Guantanamo, and hung by the neck until they are dead for treason against the United States. Because there's only one penalty, one punishment for treason, and that is death. And these pieces of shit, so many of them has committed treason against the United States.
Donald Trump fared very well with Hispanic voters, especially Hispanic men. The numbers are coming in still a little early, but I think he did better with black men than was expected in the past. What do you think pushed that?
Everybody does know those two are married, right? Yeah, they're married.
Especially with his
those two on the left. Yeah, she sucks his dick if he has one. Excuse my pun, but it's true.
Hispanic voters going for Donald Trump as much as they did, because that made a big difference.
I think that a lot of it was he was able to sell a lot of Hispanic voters that immigration was a threat to them. That some of the people coming across the border
was a threat to every United States citizen.
I think that we've got to be honest. Among Hispanic men and black men, there's a lot of misogyny. And I think that we've got to deal with the reality that he appealed to this whole false macho thing that some black men and some Latino men went for.
Probably. Guys, they just called it. They just called it for Pennsylvania, Charlie. It has been called. Fox just called. Just reporting it. Let's go, baby!
Charlie, what is the number?
What is the number?
Is that it?
Happened. Remember where you were when you realized that the Uniparty and all of these, you know, just the establishment.
For those who don't know, that's Charlie Kirk at the bottom. He goes around to these colleges and takes their questions and all. He's really, really a nice guy.
It's like everyone started.
I mean, not that I know him. I don't know him at all. He didn't know I'm even on planet Earth. But I really like watching him.
Just in case we won Pennsylvania, I said I wouldn't even talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Tasty Cake.
He just won Pennsylvania. Who said?
Still showing 90%.
He won Pennsylvania. He won.
He won.
I told you. I told you.
You know, this is kind of like 9/11. In the fact that everybody here remembers where they were on 9/11. And everybody's going to remember where they were on November the 6th at 2:30 in the morning when they called Pennsylvania. You're always going to remember where you were. Because I jumped up. I didn't even know my hips could take that much pressure jumping up and down, but it did. So.
This is going crazy, y'all. He going crazy.
Yeah, I think he did.
Who reporting it, bro? Hold on. Calm down. Who reporting it? I don't see it nowhere. He won.
He may get there, and any idea?
It's over. I don't see it. Bro, go to decision desk. He won. Yeah, it's just decision desk. Bro.
Jordan, that's just not right. You don't take Tylenol PM on November the 5th. Wow. Yep, I remember where I was. I was sleeping. He won. I was a captain of a ship out there in the ocean and shit in my dream.
All night as John King has been going back and forth on the magic wall, but they themselves obviously were waiting to see, were there any surprises in store? They were watching closely the gut check of
I know how you feel, buddy.
And if they just say Trump bad, Democrats virtuous, they're going to keep losing because this, again, is so widespread. This is not about just Donald Trump. This is about the Democratic Party and being radically disconnected from the rest of the country. Look at the map.
And lastly, because I can't believe I didn't hit this community yet, because I'm a part of it, to the women community, to the girlies who actually voted for Trump, to the girlies who are, pro-Trump, go fuck yourself,
Thank you, Miss Twisted Angel.
Go fuck yourself, bitch.
I know the feeling. I didn't know my knee could handle that either.
You can't get out of it anymore because you...
Miss Twisted Angel, that's between you and Texas. We're not getting involved in that, what happened to your knees, okay? But listen, hydrogen peroxide, just put it on your knees where they're all scuffed up from rug burn. It'll help. And then spray some vaccine on it. Okay? But you do you, Miss Twisted Angel.
You voted for a man that wouldn't even shake hands with a woman.
Yeah, Captain Pat
And that's all I have to say to you.
So the news came out that Donald Trump won the presidency again.
It's crazy place.
All you motherfucking clones that voted for him, y'all niggas make me sick. Y'all doing it for the stimulus. Y'all ain't do nothing good with this first stimulus, so that's really the only reason y'all signed up for it. That's the only thing. It's nothing else. It is what it is. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to get back to hustling. I'm going to get back to making moves, busting jugs, whatever. I'm getting right to it like nothing happened.
I'm terrified.
Really?
I was in the Army. I know what kind of power a president holds. I know how it affects our troops. I know how it affects the families of...
Could you imagine this dumb bitch trying to protect us in the military? Yeah. It makes me feel so much safer.
The troops. We can't talk about politics, in that uniform.
Well,
and that takes away, that's one of the rights that we gave up when we
22nd?
signed the dotted line. It scares me just a little bit just because of the things that I know and the things that I've experienced. I just say that we're just going to have to pray.
You think that's the main thing that takes a hit when somebody like that is in office? Or is it more so like the divide amongst the people feeling like those old slave owners and those old people that was doing those things, are they back confident again type shit? I ain't never went in no white neighborhood and they was like, yeah, we're back. Like, I never got that vibe. Like, them niggas still kind of hiding they racist shit.
A lot of people talk about that Project 2025. I don't like the plan. And then they talked about, for the police officers, the immunity.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
Law enforcement agencies should have immunity from lawsuits, period.
Now that's wild. Now that's wild work, yeah. But that doesn't mean that's gonna pass either, though. That's his plan.
He just didn't win. He won for fun. He won the electoral. He won the popular vote. He got more votes than last time he was president. Just a total ringing endorsement for the Republicans and Donald Trump, and an indictment against the Democrats. And that's really this rant. A lot of people are asking, like, how did Trump get more votes than he got last time? Well, here's the answer. Because people like myself, independents or moderates, the Democrats gave us no choice. The Democrats gave us no choice. That was the worst campaign in their...
Let me ask something. Does anybody truly believe? Because, see, they were trying their damnedest to steal it, but it was too big to rig. Look at all these states where Kamala got 300,000, 1.2 million. Does anybody really believe that shit? Does anybody believe? I mean, if the true numbers were known, if the true numbers came out, if we hand counted voter ID, paper ballots, no mail-in ballots at all. Shit, Trump would have took every fucking state except maybe Delaware and maybe Hawaii. That's it.
Their arrogance and their moral superiority.
They did cheat.
Driven people.
Look at how many votes Kamala got in Georgia. That's bullshit. She did not get that many votes. Nobody even knows who the bitch is. She hid away.
People away. If you say you're voting for Trump, suddenly you're a Nazi, you're Hitler, you're garbage. Enough. Enough. Like, yeah, I'm sure
Hey,
there's
Miss
racists
Country
in the
Girl.
party, just like there's crazy people and assholes and racists in the Democratic Party, all right? But millions and millions and millions and millions of people vote for Trump. He won clear, he won decisive. So when you call us that, and when you say that, you're calling the majority of the country racist, Hitlers, Nazis. I don't think you get the words of what that means. You are alienating all this middle ground people by acting like you're better than us, smarter than us, and frankly, insulting our intelligence. Trump's the threat to democracy. That was the entire Democratic campaign. It wasn't about policy because everyone knew we want change. We're not happy with the borders, the Middle East, the economy, inflation. And Kamala consistently said she was no different than Joe Biden, wouldn't do anything different than Joe Biden, last person in the room. Her pitch to the people was Trump is Hitler, Trump is bad, he's a dictator. Again, we're not stupid. The Democrats were the one who were saying Joe Biden was mentally fit for 2 years when he was a vegetable and couldn't even make it off stage from giving a speech, and the Democrats would lie to our face and say the videos were edited, altered. They weren't. Then, after the primary is over, they stage a coup, get rid of Joe, put in Kamala, and suddenly she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Same woman who ran for president got 0 votes. Same woman who can't even answer a question how she's different from Biden. Ran one of the worst campaigns I've ever seen. Just strictly, her entire campaign was fear-mongering.
I got him, Miss Twisted Angel. I responded.
Democracy. It's garbage. It's garbage.
In
the people
County,
pulling the strings in the Democratic Party, get rid of them. They've lost the plot. Tonight is on the Democrats. Congratulations, Donald Trump. I voted for him. And I felt I had no choice but to vote for him for the campaign that the Democrats ran. And it's not just white men.
Look, we've got to continue. You guys ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, shit. What happened?
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. And can you believe the Democrat squad of A-list celebrities wasn't enough to get Kamala over the line? How did the American public resist the call from these learned souls who are so in touch with the average American and whose moral compass is pure and true and who are never prone to crazy delusions?
It can't be. It cannot be. If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore.
We are doing
He'll
good,
come looking
Casey.
for me. There'll be things
I
that
did
happen
like your
that
hat.
none of us
Wait.
can imagine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to see this hat. Hold on. I'm going to switch over real quick. Let me see how I do this. Can I get that? Save image. I want you guys to see this image. Hold on. You guys want to see a really, really cool hat? Right here. This is Twisted Angels' hat. Hold on. Wait for it. Isn't that some cool shit? Yes, I'm a Trump girl. 2024. Get over it, bitch. That's what it should say. Get over it and below it. Bitch. Ha ha. Love her hat. That's Twisted Angel's hat. That's cool as shit. Thank you for sharing that, Miss Twisted Angel. I got to go back down. Hold on. Let's go.
That's what happens in that kind of a dictatorship, which is what he says. Let's believe him. Take him at his word.
Even Bill Maher's lefty audience couldn't help but laugh at Robert De Niro there. And I guess Bill Maher's going to lose his show now, isn't he? That's what they were talking about. And in recent days, we even had the ladies of The View not just backing Kamala, but they were picking her attorney general for her. And of course, they pick the irredeemably awful rhino warhawk, Liz Cheney.
Are you also a lawyer?
The Trump girl.
So you could conceivably be a great agent.
See, both of these are two bitches that should be handcuffed, taken to a plane, flown to Guantanamo, and be standing in front of a military tribunal tomorrow.
Gee, well, if this was... Because, and I say this because your moral core is magnificent.
Oh, isn't that adorable? Whoopi Goldberg lecturing us about morals. I've heard it all now.
Yeah.
But Kamala had the unique ability to make even once cool celebrities lose all credibility. She made the boss, Bruce Springsteen, sound like this.
Well, I'm just about starving tonight. I'm dying for some action.
She turned Cardi B into
Absolutely,
the world's
Eternal.
lamest, saddest joke.
1 second, guys. 1 second. I need patience over here. Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here.
Yikes. I can't believe that didn't convince the masses. And
They
Kamala
used to
somehow
love
even
Trump
managed
before,
to turn the once
beat you to it.
hilariously funny Will Ferrell into
Country girl, I know where to get the hat for anyone who. Yeah.
Shut the
Where?
up, Gary.
Where can we tell everybody where we can get the hat, Miss Twisted Angel? If it's a link, send it to DM it to me on Discord and I'll post it.
This time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office. And this time, we will hold you personally responsible, Gary. Don't forget to vote, Gary.
And when the celebrity endorsements weren't working, she had her media propagandists use these shameful tactics.
We've laid out the stakes in this crucial election where one.
Is it just me? Every time I see this idiot right here, she's weird. Way beyond delusional. She's just weird. She's treasonous, absolutely. But God, she's weird.
One side stands for freedom, while the other meets the textbook definition of fascism, namely a far-right dictatorial regime like Hitler's Germany or Franco's Spain.
Now, they're doing this after 2 assassination attempts on Donald Trump. They kept the rhetoric going. Let's just keep calling him Hitler.
Or Mussolini's Italy.
Just crazy stuff. That was MSNBC anchor Joy Reid and her colleague and fellow Russian conspiracy hoax peddler Rachel Maddow was even issuing threats to Elon Musk's business empire.
The Defense Department and NASA are going to need a new arrangement for all their rockets and for all the multi-billion-dollar contracts.
Here's another one that tomorrow morning, this bitch right here should be standing in front of a military tribunal.
Elon Musk's companies have with the U.S. government.
Twisted
The U.S. government
has
is going
a
to have
business
to
card
either.
she will put in Discord. Oh, so she makes those hats, Texas?
Unwind from all of those contracts, or Elon Musk's companies are going to have to unwind from him. This is an untenable reality in national security.
How can I put that? I can't do a picture. Darling, I can't do a picture. Can you type out that information where I can copy and paste it and put it in the chat? She's like, what, am I your freaking executive secretary now? It is a vendor close to where I live where I got it. Okay.
Security terms. Now that we know what we know about Elon Musk.
That sounds a little fascisty to me. Today, Joy Reid was still delusional and claiming that Kamala had run the perfect campaign.
And so what you've seen in the last couple of weeks, if this is an audition for managing a complex organization like the United States, Kamala Harris has passed the audition flawlessly. This has been, in many ways, a perfect campaign, a brief, but and she had barely any time to put it together.
But eventually, reality sank in and Joy Reid was back to doing what she does best, race baiting and making wild claims, this time about Israel wanting to ethnically cleanse Gaza.
Nobody wants Donald Trump to be president more than Bibi Netanyahu, who is backed by a far-right coalition that would like to clear-cut Gaza, that would, would truly like to complete ethnic cleansing of Gaza.
Meanwhile, Rachel Maddow was lashing out at the American public, chiding them for not realizing just how good the economy is.
The United States economy is the envy of the world. Yeah. The inflation numbers, the economic growth numbers, the fiscal numbers, the U.S. standing in the world numbers are all...
Ladies and gentlemen, is it just in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where an apartment, a two-bedroom apartment that used just in 2019, 2020, rented for $775 a month, and now it's $2,200 a month? Is it just here, or is it the rest of the country too? And she says that we've got the envy economy of the world. Okay.
Off the charts positive. Even the freaking stock market, right? All off the charts positive.
There you have it. You're just imagining all that economic hardship. The share market is up. It's all good. Rachel said so. Now let's hear from a Kamala fan who saw a man in a MAGA hat and launched into this diatribe. Should be feeling it today.
He's going to lose.
Vote Trump.
He's going to lose.
Good.
He's empowering you racist, all right? But you ain't a black going to be in the office.
Yeah, she's trying to head home to get her food stamps out of the mailbox. Well, I guess they don't do it that way anymore. They load it on a EBT card, I think. But her welfare check is probably there.
And his white is going to be out. We're taking the trash out, loser. All right, we're in power now.
Have a nice day.
You have a wonderful day on the 5th, okay? You're going to lose.
Okay.
And your leader, your cult leader.
Bye-bye.
You dumb.
And this next Kamala fan also has learned.
My sister just moved to a two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment, and it cost.
Sit in a leftist echo chamber because.
Okay, guys, she put in rug people of the four. Okay, guys, ladies, if you want that hat, here is the info. Thank you, Miss Twisted Angel. There it is. Rug people of Fort Worth. Arnold Morse, owner, Texas flags, designer, rugs, blankets, and more. There's his phone number. There is his email address. There you go.
When reality hits, it's going to hurt.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win. I mean, not to be, cocky, but I'm optimistic.
Joining me now is Newsweek Senior Editor-at-Large and Article 3 Project Senior Counsel, Josh Hammer. Josh, you called this election weeks ago. Any surprises in this result?
Rita, what an evening here in the United States. My God. Look, I mean, it's one thing to project what your gut is and what the early data seem to be indicating. It is another thing to see it play out in real time. I'll be honest, this was actually a more thoroughly dominant performance than even myself in my wildest dreams could have possibly imagined. I really did not think that there was a high likelihood. I thought it was possible, and not a high likelihood that Donald Trump would actually win outright the national popular vote, becoming the first Republican presidential candidate to do that since George W. Bush back in 2004. Only the second Republican presidential candidate in my lifetime to do that, going back all the way to George H.W. Bush in 1988. A totally dominant performance, outright winning Hispanic men, young black men going to the Republican column for the largest
Thank
percentage.
you, Texas. Now, Texas said about this with Arnold Morse, he said he's the only one I get my Trump flags from, and he's a really nice gentleman. You know what? Let me put this on Kick also. Here, Kick. Here you guys go. This is where you can get you a Girls for Trump hat.
Probably in the recorded history of American polling, Gen Z millennials essentially within the margin of error. It's a statistical toss-up. The women gender gap not nearly as massive as many pollsters feared that it would be. Just a totally dominant performance, and we're still waiting to see exactly how long the coattails are when it comes to some of these contested U.S. Senate seats. We haven't finished putting the pieces of the puzzle together there, but it's looking like Donald Trump is going to have a historically unprecedented opportunity. He's going to have a sizable lead in the U.S. Senate one way or the other. He's going to have control of the U.S. House. He's going to have a Supreme Court majority that's
Texas
probably going
fam.
to be affirmed over the next few years. We'll see what retirements happen.
So, guys, listen. I'm not saying you can, but if I were you and I call this guy, I would say, yeah, I know Texas and Twisted Angel. You consider them family. You never know. He might give you 10% off or something. It's not what you know. It's who you know. Yeah, hey, buddy. Yes, I know Twisted Angel. I've seen her carpet burns on her knees, okay? I know her. How about 30% off? I mean, you do you.
Happen, but conservatives are in suddenly a very good place when it comes to America. It seems almost too good to be true. My one hope is that not just the Trump administration, but the broader Republican Party, the broader conservative movement, that we not vanquish this opportunity. We have to take advantage of it. This is very much kind of a once. I want to see the meltdowns of the left, next not 4 years, talking. Every single day is going to matter. We have a lot of major issues. We have to stay laser focused, eyes on the prize. Now that this tremendous victory is in the bag.
And well, Trump's assembled a
remarkable team. Tommy, that's a fact. Her father is an extreme communist. Absolutely.
So you would think they would be able to pull it off. You look at
how are you doing?
The talent he has. We've talked about Elon Musk in the past. He's got Tulsi Gabbard there, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Well, that's what I was afraid of, Texas. That's what I was afraid of. Yes, her parents were. Oh, absolutely.
But also the young talent within the Republicans. When you look at the future and future.
Now, here's what's great about Trump winning last night, other than the obvious. See, Kamala Harris, she doesn't get to say, I lost and go back to her Senate seat. She gave up her Senate seat to be the vice president, or the resident vice president, because they didn't win the 2020 election. They were installed. So now she's just going to be a regular civilian. I guess she's going to have to go back to cock smoking. You know, put your head down, Kamala, and go to work.
Future presidential races, J.D. Vance, Ron DeSantis, Vivek Ramaswamy. The future's looking pretty bright for the Republicans.
Look, I've known JD for years. I consider the guy a friend. As I sit here this morning here in Florida talking with you, Rita, it is completely surreal to me that J.D. Vance is about to be vice president of the United States. I feel like I need to pinch myself. I cannot believe that this is like a real thing that is actually happening. I mean, he's 40 years old. The dude has literally been the embodiment of the American dream. But, as great as J.D. Vance's story is, and it is an incredible story, the Donald Trump comeback story.
Hey, she's going to be bobbing for apples.
If Hollywood were not as uniformly left-wing as it was, Paramount, Sony, all the major studios would be going to a bidding war right now to get the intellectual property rights to produce this documentary. What an incredible story. Rita, they have done everything to get this guy going at least as far back as the spying on the campaign back in 2016, the FISA, the Russia collusion delusion, the impeachments, the indictments, the assassination attempts.
Is finding you our real
I mean, this is
He's gonna
like
find him.
This is true Hollywood-esque stuff.
Wait, Twisted. He's gonna find your. Texas is looking for our real names as we speak.
Stuff. And, you know, I don't think that we have all fully processed it here as the sun starts to rise on the East Coast.
No, Georgia, I think she's going to be taking an airplane ride to Guantanamo for treason against the United States. And that's a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. Many, 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 many people that you would not think, like Obama, will be in Guantanamo.
The United States. But, you know, as Ronald Reagan once said, it is morning in America again. You're totally right. This was a unique coalition that brought Donald Trump across the finish line, not just the demographic slices, but people like Dana White, Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr. You know, this is not your grandfather's Republican Party. And I say that in a very, very good way. This is not a stodgy
Put her head down and go to work
sort of party anymore. This is very much a movement, the MAGA America First movement, that is a movement of pragmatic, concrete, America First, common sense priorities. It is not lost in kind of the think tank sauce, so to speak. They're concerned first and foremost about the tangible concerns of the American people. That is a very promising thing. That, above all, I think is why they have won this election.
Now, Michael Schellenberg.
Oh, wow. Miss Twisted, you have a very nice real name. I like that name. Now, Texas, look, couldn't you come... Texas. Couldn't you came out with a more manly name? I mean, I know it wasn't your choice in the beginning what your name was, but my God, when you hit 21, you could legally change your name. You need a manly name, like something that just projects authority, like, I don't know, Shirley or Barbara, something like that. Strong name. But hey, you do you, okay?
A friend of this program, he's worked with Elon Musk, has revealed a great deal about the censorship complex in America. He's called on the Trump to look into America's intelligence
I like your name, Miss Twisted Angel.
Investigation as part of Trump's administration. He wrote on X that our intelligence community is rotten to the core and serious investigations are required. He talked about the censorship issue, January 6, the origins of COVID, the lawfare that's been used, and really importantly, Josh, the weaponization of the CIA, the FBI, the DHS. Do you see this as something that Trump's team will be looking at? Trump's been a victim of this himself, and again, this might be a once in a lifetime opportunity to actually do something about this issue.
Come on, show us the breakdown of these idiots.
That the administration is going to be very focused on.
Okay, I can't take this anymore, guys. I wanted to see lefties losing it, not a back and forth, okay? Sorry. Let's go. What the fuck over? There we go. Now we go.
Anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to wait. I'm so stressed. How you can't look out into the world, into the people of this country and see what's happening. And how hard we're all fighting for rights not to be taken away from people. I go from hysterics.
But it's okay for the treasonous liberals to take away our First Amendment right. That's okay with her. She don't want to lose her rights, and she's crying, so she should be rejoicing that Trump won. Because after they took the First Amendment away, they were coming after the Second Amendment.
Like crying 1 minute over the pain
of course she does. Yeah,
it's like I can feel.
And she's got that bull ring, you know, that they put on bulls and shit and oxen in her nose. Freak.
The pain and the fear from every single person. I don't know how to handle this.
Why is there just something so hilarious?
Good. Go ahead and commit suicide then, bitch. Pull the fucking trigger. You don't know how to handle this. Good.
It's about people who are melting down, thinking that the whole world is crumbling in front of their eyes, whilst in reality nothing bad has happened and only good things have happened. You know, a dynamic like that is really giving me a laugh. You know, a dynamic like that is something that you don't really think you're gonna see, but then when it happens, it's absolutely comical. But guys, just take a look at this. It gets even worse.
Yo, I'm scared to go to sleep. I might wake up a motherfucking slave.
This woman deadass just said that she's scared to go to sleep because she might wake up a slave just because Donald Trump won the 2024 election. And you guys, this isn't a parody. This doesn't seem like a parody in the slightest. I think she's being completely at 100% serious about this. And you know, when I said these reactions get crazy, they really get crazy.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries. But this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what it means and the bigotry
I know,
and
I'm crazy,
hatred
twisted.
that they stand behind.
What's up?
And
What about me, Miss Bridge?
Like, I'm trying
Wait,
to be
let
a
me
good
go back.
person. I'm not Catholic.
Hold on just a
they
minute.
are, which is
I want to go back
ironic.
just a little bit. I didn't hear what this bitch said. This delusional
100% serious about
bitch.
this. And you know, when I said these reactions get crazy, they really get crazy.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries. But this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't
Good, I sure
understand
hope
what
so.
they voted for and like what
I hope it
means
breaks you
and
to hell
the
and
bigotry
back.
and hatred that they stand behind and how I like am trying
I
to
miss
be a
hate
good
sexy
person.
butt.
I'm not Catholic like they are, which is ironic because
Matt Walsh, racist documentary where he goes and looks at these confused people are mad.
It, like breaking
Wow.
me and my parents apart because they just don't get it and they don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
Did she legitimately at the end say that she's gonna be okay just because she's a white woman and her friends, who I'm guessing are not white, are not gonna be fine just because Donald Trump won the 2024 election? I mean, I have a serious question here. What has the mainstream media fed to these people? Like, these people are genuinely not okay in their heads. It's really, really concerning the amount of damage that has been done into these people's brains. I honestly think some of this is irreversible, even though Donald Trump is the president. But now let's shift the focus on something else. Many of you have probably seen these people. They're called the White Dudes for Harris, and this one group of dudes specifically were installed by the Kamala Harris campaign to represent them on TikTok, you know, to
I got my
argue
vote
about
today,
people.
and
and
I'm
all four of
sailing
them were
away
very,
on
very
these salty
egotistical,
tears, so
saying that
there
Kamala's
is
gonna
that.
win, and
Yep.
all four of these guys are basically just clones of each other. And recently, after Trump won, all of them made a video about it, and what makes it funnier is that they were given a script of what to say, and my guess is after these videos that I'm about to show you, we will never hear of these guys ever again, because they had one mission, they completely failed at the mission, and they're basically useless now, so they will just disappear from the internet. But yeah, just take a look at these videos. This is pretty hilarious.
AP News has just called the election in Pennsylvania, meaning that Donald Trump is the next president-elect of the United States and that he's going to be our next president. I'm devastated. I wish we could have done more for this country. I wish I could have done more.
Donald Trump has won the election. He will be the 47th president of our country. Don't deny his presidency once he's inaugurated, and don't deny the outcomes of the election once they're finalized. America has failed its women and daughters. Because Kamala Harris will not be our next president, 60 SA victims per day will continue to...
Is it just me, or does everybody like his manly voice? I mean, it just projects authority.
...be denied access to abortion. America has failed its economy tonight. Because Kamala Harris will not be our next president, we will have tax policy that will unfairly benefit rich people while serving as a detriment to members of the low and the middle class because of Trump's tariffs. We must move forward, and we don't know what that looks like yet, but...
And Miss Bridge, I want to apologize for keeping you up that late. Sweetheart, still had a half a bag of Skittles left at 3:30. I didn't want to waste them. Sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I'll keep you posted. Donald Trump has won the 2024 presidential election. This is obviously news that I did not want to get tonight. But I want to speak to two different groups of people in this video. The Trump supporters and the Democrats and the Harris supporters. Starting off with the Republicans.
Yeah,
I want to say congratulations.
Now, Eternal just said something on YouTube that I totally agree with. If you don't like our country, you can leave. Find another place to live, like Venezuela, China, Russia. I think they should all be shipped to Iran. And please, please tell them about Pride Month. How important Pride Month is to you when you get there. I mean, they may change their holidays and add Pride Month for you. It's very important that you tell them how important Pride Month is to you when you get there.
Your candidate won fair and square, and Donald Trump has prevailed. I'm a big believer of humble in victory and gracious in defeat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, did I say that on... Oh, I did, Miss Bridge. I was thinking we were talking on Discord again. I apologize, ma'am. So sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't have a half a bag of Skittles left. So...
Congratulations. Now, to the Democrats and the Harris supporters, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your support of me. It has changed my life and given me a voice and a platform to advocate for the solutions I care about. And thank you for your support of Kamala Harris and Democrats all around the country. And I also want to say I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you too. The work you've done has not gone unnoticed. Whether it be making phone calls, knocking doors, or talking to friends, family, and loved ones who may disagree with you, your work was not for nothing. And I appreciate you a lot. This is not going to be easy. This is a tough pill to swallow. But I want to let you know that we're going to be okay.
Did he just say it's a tough pill to swallow? I think he's used to swallowing stuff. I mean, that's just my observation of the situation. I could be wrong.
We're going to be okay. We're going to get through this together. We're going to continue to fight for the change we want to see in the world, and we're going to do it together. So take a couple of days, take a deep breath, recalibrate, and let's get back out there. There's more to fight for, and I hope that you'll join me. Thank you, everybody.
Bro, watching these guys talk in absolute cope and absolute hopelessness is something that really warms my heart, because these guys have basically been like these worms who got installed into politics to support Kamala Harris in the last couple months. And the Dean Withers guy, which you saw speak, was very recently exposed for not being such a saint that he presents himself to be. I'm pretty sure on Twitter there were like clips of him saying the N-word and all of other things back in 2022. And the reason it's so significant is the fact that whenever he goes on a podcast nowadays and someone says some slur, he's like, can we please keep it clean? Let's not say any slurs and all of that. And he acts like he cares about these words, the N-word and all the other words. Whilst in reality, just a year and a half ago, he was one of those people who didn't really care about slurs. He was spamming the N-word, and all of that just shows how fake these people are, how installed they are. But you know, putting these guys aside, this is the last video that I'm going to show you, and I think this is a pretty good closing section of this whole thing.
I will make it my life's mission, my dying wish, that none of you weirdos can hide. In the future, you can't lie to your kids, you can't lie to your grandkids about, oh, it was so confusing, it was hard to see the truth, he was so convincing.
You know, here's the thing though. In our society, you have to, on purpose, hide yourself away and be brainwashed. Really. Because if you go out to the grocery store, you're going to see what's really happening in the world. And you're not going to believe what you hear on MSDNC. These people, on purpose, hide in mama's basement and stay brainwashed. So I have no sympathy for any of them.
I will not let you get away with that. Like, that was not normal. This is not normal. I will make it clear to everyone. Like, I will make sure no one is confused about how things were right now in this very vital, crucial time in American history, that it was not confusing. It was not confusing at all. You just stood for that. You stood with that and for that. Like, I can't emphasize enough, there will be nowhere to hide, and history is going to look back on this and look back on you in a very negative light.
It was a bit confusing to understand what she was trying to mean in the first place, but what she's basically saying is that after you see the quote-unquote atrocities that Trump will commit during his presidency, and when all these people who voted for Trump realize that Trump is such a bad guy and that voting for him was an actual mistake, she basically says she's not going to forgive you and that you will not get away with this when Trump's presidency is over. And all of that is basically just a lot of cope, because these people have been told that Trump is Hitler, Trump is this, Trump is that.
That's
and you know,
beautiful,
when you look at it from their perspective, them having these meltdowns is pretty valid, because in their brains it's installed
Where'd
that
you
Trump
put the
is
song,
the worst
Miss
guy,
Bridge?
Trump is worse than Hitler. And you know, it's pretty sad to see. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like on the video.
Which one was that? Was that? Yeah, it was 3. Okay. Pat, I sent you the song I put out today. Oh, Lord, Miss Bridge. I'll have to watch it after the stream. No, I want to watch it now. Where did you put it, Miss Bridge? Oh, Lord, Miss Bridge, I'll have to watch. Oh, Texas said that. Oh, Texas, by the way, cool first name, man. I was just giving you shit earlier. That's cool. I wouldn't have thought that was your first name. I mean, Buford. I would have never guessed your first name was Buford. And your middle name was Billy Bob. But hey, you're in Texas. It fits. So, yeah, I just wanted to say from my heart, I love the name. Buford Billy Bob. Great name. Submit videos. Okay. Thank you, darling. Let me go over there. Why didn't it work? Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Is this going to get me like a copyright shit? Pebbles and... Okay. Okay, right there. Pause it. Hold on just a minute. Let me get over here and fix everything. There we go. Let's do it. You guys ready? Okay, right there. Hold on just a minute, guys.
If I forget to say my prayer.
Hold on just a minute, guys. Okay, and again, the IRL bounty hunting, we're 16 days away. And let me look over here. I didn't really look. How much we got? We're at $405 of the $1,900 that we need. So there is that. So if anybody wants to contribute and donate for the equipment that we need to go live, there's the link in the chat. And let me put that over on, here, I'll put that on Kick too, just in case. Here you guys go on Kick. Why didn't it go? There we go. There it is. Okay. Let's go back to the studio. But we got 16 more days left. A week from this coming Saturday will be the 24th of November. Me and my son, Rex, will be out there in real life bounty hunting, and we're bringing everybody with us. I didn't see you live on Rumble. No, I didn't go live on Rumble. I usually get 1 or 2 people there. It's just not worth the hassle of setting Rumble up. Rumble is the hardest platform for me to set up to go live on. And it's just too much hassle when I only get 1, maybe 2 viewers. So, oh wow, that was your mom's, Miss Twisted Angel? Hi, may I wish you an early Merry Trumpmas this year. Thank you, Therapy! And Miss Twisted Angel, that's a beautiful necklace, darling. Twisted Angel's mother loved butterflies. And I happen to have a butterfly. Just saying. All right, guys. Now we can get to what the title of the stream is all about. I'm not done making fun of these treasonous piece of shit liberals, but yeah. Well, we're not done by a long shot. Oh, and Pat Mail. Okay. But let's get started on the stream that the title has. It's Full Throttle Pursuits. Police chases gone crazy. You guys ready? Let me get over here. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. Boom. Let's go.
December 5th of 2023. Police in Miami-Dade County, Florida, are in hot pursuit of a stolen utility van fleeing south on I-95. According to reports, the driver had just escaped from a nearby mental health facility. He fled on foot until he reached a car dealership, where he found the van with the keys still inside. The van wasn't hard to spot. Highway patrol officers quickly caught up with the fleeing patient, leading to this dangerous pursuit down the Florida freeway.
Wait a minute, Texas, I appreciate you even thinking about it, man. Texas said on YouTube, I'd be buying you a coffee right now, and anybody that wants to buy me a coffee, there's the link right there. I just threw that in the chat. Right now, bills, take the check. Buddy, I understand. With this Kamala, Biden, deep state economy we're in, yeah. Let's go. Here we go.
Southbound, passing Northwest Connector.
Spell it right. Therapy! You kinky bastard, you! There's our pegging strap-on, dude. Therapy's in the house. Again, I would like to say thank you to Miss Twisted Angel for explaining in detail what pegging meant. I'm in. I mean, I know that's her line, but still. Get the hell out of the way, people. What are you talking about, Future? If it's just you and her, why are you saying that? Miss Twisted Angel, I apologize. I did not spell beautiful right. And I'm going to fall back on the fact that I've never won a spelling bee contest. So. Now, Texas, I just want to let you know, She owes me like 3 light to medium spankings over here on Discord. I'm just saying, just hold her to that. If you would text it, write it down and shit. I don't want her forgetting. It's the worst thing when they start not pulling over for, oh, okay, Texas, I got it. Damn, they're playing hell with those pegs, aren't they? No pun intended. Thank you, that means a lot. Okay. I'm excited about it, therapy. Hell yeah, go. Damn. This is like bumper cars at the fair. This is my mom. This is as my mom's in. Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Twisted.
A news helicopter following the chase gives us an aerial view of what we just saw. Watch how an officer comes up behind the suspect, nearly sending him into the grass median. He goes for another pit, but gets too close to a civilian car. He finally spins the suspect out, only for the van to recover and keep driving. They go back and forth a few more times. Then, our trooper loses his front bumper, knocking him out of the chase. The news chopper keeps on the suspect while other officers catch up. He eventually drives onto an overpass where he inexplicably stops the van and hops out. He runs to the edge and straddles the barrier. For a moment, it looks like he's about to jump.
You mean to tell me this guy's running from the cops in his pajamas? He must have just left Walmart.
Thankfully, he comes to his senses and surrenders to waiting officers. The suspect, later identified as Jose Blanciquet, was charged with grand theft, fleeing, and battery on law enforcement, among other crimes. Now, if you thought American police chases were wild, wait until you see this dashcam footage from Russia. It's unclear where in the motherland this chase took place. All we know is that the driver behind the wheel of this car carrier was as drunk as a Soviet sailor and trying to run from the police.
Давай перед вас стрелять будем. Внимание! Что, это самое, стреляем или нет? С линия 3196, открывай огонь на поражение. Подожди, не спеши.
No, you can't pit that.
Предупредительно, Олежка, только предупредительно. Только предупредительно, Олежка. Олежка, предупредительно, пару штук. Давай, предупреди. Открываем огонь на поражение, останавливайся, придурок. Останавливайся. Вверх еще лучше. Все, подожди, перекресток дай проедем. Давай, пока никого нет, пока никого нет. Давай.
Trooper, would you stop? Jesus Christ, man. You don't know him, I don't know him. Shut up.
Подожди. Давай, пробуй.
Translate what? Stoner, what would you like me to translate? What they're saying? Okay, oh fuck. He's zipping back and forth across the road. He's gonna wreck out. Oh fuck. They just keep repeating the same thing. Get that piece of shit! Get him! Now he's saying, hey, Henrietta, shoot his tire. I guess the passenger's name is Henrietta. Yeah, exactly, Georgia. Good, Texas.
Our Russian officers wanted to do everything possible to get this maniac off the road. That's when one of them leaned out the window and started taking pot shots at the truck's tires. One must have hit as the wheels failed and started sparking on the road.
You don't want to try to block him with your car. He'll run right over the top of you.
Я тебя оставляю чуть-чуть сам туда возьми. Давай. Только смотри, сам аккуратно уходи. Хорошо, понял?
Wait, what are you gonna do? Stand in front? I think he's gonna go out there and say, stop! Or I'll say stop again. Are they doing spike strips? Oh, stop sticks, okay. What are you doing? He could run right over there and run you over, man.
The chase was back on, but it wouldn't last much longer. We believe the damaged tires eventually forced the driver to pull over. When the camera cuts, we see him lying face down with his hands behind his back. Fun fact, Russia's legal limit is 0.02 grams per deciliter compared to 0.08 grams per deciliter in the United States. It's safe to say that this truck driver was well over the limit.
You see that? He pulled his hair and were brought... They don't screw around in Russia. I'm surprised if this guy's ever even heard from again. Guys, right here, I wanted to show you guys something. I just think it's so beautiful. And I just wanted to share it. And Miss Twisted Angel, if I'm overstepping, let me apologize ahead of time. But I just wanted to show you guys this. I looked at it, I was like, wow, that is beautiful. This is Twisted Angel's mother's urn. And it sits on her desk, she said. But I just think that picture in the background of the roses and the angel wings on the left, I just thought that was just beautiful. So I just wanted to share it. And God bless her mother. But I just think that's so beautiful the way that's set up. Yes, the desk could take some pledge. Yeah, we could definitely use some pledge on the desk, but other than that, the urn and the picture in the background, just beautiful. Very pretty.
Between June 13th and 14th of 2020, Victor Topete engaged in a real-life...
Topete, which means illegal freaking alien.
...weekend of Grand Theft Auto. The 28-year-old Pittsburgh native was out on bail for manslaughter.
Pittsburgh native. You lying piece of shit. He's an illegal alien.
Charges in Fresno, California. He failed to appear in court, fled east, and wound up in his hometown. On the night of the 13th, police in Pittsburgh caught up with Topete during an attempted carjacking. Somehow, he fought off the driver and survived a police taser. Then, he hit the gas and vanished.
You mean to tell me this woke piece of shit officer tries to tase this piece of shit who's committing a felony in the officer's presence? I would have shot the shit out of that piece of shit. Tonight would have been his last night on Earth.
Vanished into the night. The following day, police officers responded to a call regarding a white pickup truck stolen in Pittsburgh. It wasn't long before their helicopter found Topete sitting on the side of the road. He
Topete
ran as
means
soon as he
Kamala
saw
and
the
Joe
bird,
let me
crashed
in.
into an
Yeah,
officer, and
exactly.
led police on one of the wildest chases you'll ever see.
Towards the freeway.
Head on into Lafayette. TCTC, head on into Lafayette unit, look out towards the freeway.
Yeah, we need units on 24. He jumped on the
Correct,
24.
Therapy.
He's running across 24. We're in all green. Just got hit by a car. Need units on 24.
On 24, guys.
Therapy and Kick said, Pittsburgh is as much his hometown as I am a citizen of Iran. Correct.
Hit by a car. We're in all Copy code 3 medic. Lafayette unit.
Attempting to carjack a white sedan.
Attempting to carjack a white sedan.
Somebody run him
Unit
over.
on 24. He's running up to every car he can.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something about the law. You do not have to stop for a fucking pedestrian in the middle of the interstate or an on-ramp. You're in fear for your own personal safety. This guy come running at your vehicle. I just hit the gas. I was scared to death. You're supposed to be there, but he's not. Run his ass over. Do not stop for a fucking criminal. Yes, it's illegal for him to be there.
Where was the head on with the Lafayette
I
car?
would run his ass over so quick, I wouldn't even slow down. I'd have sped up.
He's forcing entry right now into a
See,
car.
look,
Forcing entry into a...
you dumbass.
The car's driving off with him hanging off the car. He's entering the tunnel. Left for the tunnel. Or right for
I guess he didn't hear me.
tunnel.
Copy 215 vehicle right more. What's the description on that car?
Yep, scrape him off the side of your
Right.
car. Look at this. Look at
He's in
this.
the car. 215 it. He's in the tunnel now.
Now do you see why you don't stop? Just keep going. Run his ass over.
Toyota Highlander 215 it in the tunnel.
White with we lost visual. He's going through the tunnel.
Luckily, officers picked the chase back up when Topete exited the tunnel.
Wow.
Working well. He exited taking a left on Keller Avenue. Actually taking a left on Keller. Left on Mountain Boulevard for Keller. Now passing Maynard and getting back on left on Canadian. Left on 80 from Mountain Boulevard. Okay, just TC with another car to go the wrong way.
Just TC with another vehicle.
Run his ass over.
The traffic running to the
God, I hope he gets hit. I hope he's flattened out.
He's shedding clothes. He's running southbound up the freeway, the side of the freeway.
The police chopper monitored the woods while ground officers and canine units moved in and arrested Topete.
Making contact.
Not hard enough, Therapy.
John 20, dog bite.
Copy dog bite.
Dog contact now.
Copy good canine bite. Was there additional?
He looks like he's still fighting with him.
Copy units in the physical.
I want him to get hit so hard that the coroner has to show up on the scene.
Copy taking him into custody in A-firm. AMR to...
As if manslaughter wasn't bad enough, Topete was facing 15 new felony charges stemming from his 2-day chase through Pittsburgh. During that chase, he carjacked multiple people, survived a 20-foot fall, was hit by a truck, and crashed his stolen car into several police officers. Now, you might be wondering why the owner of the white SUV let this criminal inside his car.
Right.
As the story goes, Topete stole the original white pickup from his father. That's where he found the green construction pinny you see him wearing in the helicopter footage. According to the driver, he thought Topete was a construction worker who needed help. We won't blame him for having trust issues going forward.
No. No way.
Matthew
that construction worker will be in the hospital.
Is among the most wanted men in Fulton County, Georgia. The 19-year-old spent most of 2022 hiding from the Georgia State Police, who wanted him for various crimes, including theft, fraud, and aggravated assault. Matthew's New Year resolution must have been get caught by the police, as that's precisely what he did on January 2nd of 2023. Around 10:30 that morning, Georgia State troopers arrived at Matthew's last known address to serve a search warrant. He spotted them and fled in a stolen Jeep, leading to this, shall we say, electric chase through Fulton County.
Don't run in a Jeep. You'll always, it's top heavy. It's gonna flip. You can't take right and left hand turns at top high speed or nothing.
Our officer steps on the gas and tries catching up, but he'll never close the distance. That's when Matthew turns into an apartment complex, and our officer decides to take a risky shortcut.
Oh, I think we've seen this one. I remember this apartment complex. I think we've seen this one, guys. Unless it's a helicat, I'd try. Don't run, don't run in a Jeep. Correct. Oh, yeah, we've seen this one. I remember this one. We haven't seen this video, but we've seen this scene before. It's better angle, too. Yeah, it's a lot better angle. Yep, I remember this whole thing. Remember that? Watch.
In the end,
watch baby Huey come over there, who could never complete a PT test, which is a physical agility test.
Matthew was arrested and charged with several
Dumbass.
crimes. He also faced the music for offenses committed in College Park, Gwinnett County, South Fulton, and Georgia Tech.
Does anybody remember the Fridge? He was a linebacker for the Chicago Bears. When the Chicago Bears won the Super Bowl and made a big deal about it. That's the first time they'd ever won the Super Bowl, and they thought they were God's gift to football. Yeah, that team. And the Fridge, that's who this guy reminds me of, the Fridge.
It could have been worse, though. He could have gotten a real
72.
shock from that live wire. We told you this chase was electric, didn't we? Do yourself a favor. Do not try running from the Arkansas State Police. They don't care how fast you're going. They will pit maneuver you into the next county.
Correct.
The driver of this Chevy Trailblazer learned
that was the same way with me. I didn't give a shit how fast they were going. If I get the opportunity, I'm pitting that bastard.
That lesson the hard way on June 22nd of 2023. Corporal Dustin Carpenter was on a routine patrol when the Independence County Sheriff's Office called in about a high-speed pursuit in his area. Carpenter tossed on his lights and sirens and positioned himself to intercept. That's when he saw the Trailblazer coming and quickly took the lead.
Let me in. Newport, I'm in it. North Charlotte Road, about to do a pit.
Now, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to leave this running, okay? But I'll be right back. Let's go.
Going north Charlotte Road, 370. pit, send ambulance, pit that pit.
Trooper Carpenter was going 88 miles per hour when he pit maneuvered the suspect. He turned around, knowing the crash scene wouldn't be pretty.
We're up here just north of the vehicle pitted out.
Come on, get out. Let me see your hands.
Get out of the goddamn truck.
Get out.
Oh. Crawl out. Keep going, come on. You're the dumbass that was acting like an idiot. He's the only one in there.
I didn't see anybody else when I got behind him.
As you can imagine, the driver wasn't feeling too well. Luckily, he didn't suffer any life-threatening injuries and was treated at a nearby hospital. According to police, he had an outstanding misdemeanor warrant for his arrest. They also charged him with fleeing, criminal mischief, aggravated assault, and reckless driving. If you're going to run from Florida Highway Patrol, you might want something faster and more discreet than a giant white box truck. 33-year-old Brandon Baker didn't get that message. It was August 23rd of 2022. Brandon decided to start his day with an early morning carjacking. It's unclear if the victim was driving the white truck or if Brandon stole it after failing to steal the initial car. Either way, about a dozen Florida Highway Patrol cars tailed this slow-moving truck as it pulled all kinds of crazy stunts across Alachua County.
Where you at now? R393, R393. 75 Cap Tango 6 out in front of Master Coast. Why you go up there, please? We're eastbound. We're passing Burger King eastbound. When I'm calling from ESO, eastbound. 4,000 block eastbound speeds are about 60 miles an hour. ASO units 2300 Archer. Northbound into the new Butler Plaza. Northbound 37 Boulevard.
Brandon sped through the parking lot and finally got back on the main road. That's where he taps a civilian car and rips the front bumper off a police cruiser. Up ahead, sheriff's deputies join the chase as Brandon races by on the wrong side of the road.
Northbound 34th Street, northbound 34th Street. Alright, I'm clerking it in, I'm calling it. Northbound through Meadows Boulevard on 34th Street. Trying to get up to a pit. Signal 4 and wrong lane of traffic. Piccadilly, wrong lane of travel past Piccadilly. Continuing on. We're still continuing northbound, passing the Metro Diner. We need to stop this now. Stand by. Okay, so third part. Attempted pit. We are going through the Metro Diner Plaza. Street, going back southbound 34th.
Brandon was arrested and brought to a nearby emergency room for minor injuries. He was then promptly arrested and charged with 16 crimes, including aggravated battery, grand theft, and hit and run. According to reports, Brandon began ripping up the floorboard and damaged several wires connected to the car's camera system. When asked why he pulled out the cables, Brandon allegedly said, "I have problems." Those problems likely paled in comparison to the jail time he was looking at. In most cases, police don't know who's behind the wheel during a high-speed pursuit. They could be anybody capable of anything. Other times, police know exactly who they're chasing and how dangerous they might be. Rodney Marshall of Lawrence, Kansas, is one such suspect. On July 31st of 2022, Rodney took the lives of 2 men who were allegedly on a snitch list found inside Rodney's home. He then kidnapped his girlfriend and led police on a dangerous chase through Douglas County. Dashcam footage from the chase shows Rodney's disregard for human life as he opens fire on officers while driving through a neighborhood.
We're southbound Haskell from 13. Southbound Haskell, past 15. Yeah, I can call this brake check me. Coming up on Ward Ave. We're coming to Truck Park. The shots fired at Ward Ave. Continuing southbound Haskell Street, past 19.
Coming up to 23rd.
Coming up on 23rd from Ward Ave. I can get you out to Twitter O'Connell, take building bound. Roger Haskell out, continuing southbound. 23rd and Haskell. AC is calling south side of that pursuit on their channel.
One of Rodney's bullets must have disabled the police car as the lead officer is forced out of the chase. Meanwhile, our cruiser quickly catches up, but wisely stays several hundred feet behind Rodney's car for fear of what he might do. Hopefully, his fellow officers can end this chase with a spike strip before someone else gets hurt.
You're on the road, Max, you're on the road. Outside lane.
Did he hit him?
Okay, guys, I'm back. My beautiful wife came home. I had to help her bring stuff in.
Bye.
Sorry. Where is the ATR? ATR, yep, I'm back.
10 floors, nice grenade, nice grenade.
The spikes were a direct hit. Our officer knows it, and so does Rodney. He slows down and stops the car, leading to a tense standoff with the entire Lawrence police force.
Slowing down. Somebody can get their rifle out. Got his hands out the window. Everybody stay back.
Thank you, Texas.
Stop.
Oh, really? Okay, trooper. Get Boomer. Get him.
Driver! Face
What
away!
the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, unless it's a hostage situation, we're not going to be way back there. We're going to be one in the back, two in each side. We're going to be jumping over our hoods, yanking this bastard out of that car. This has got to be a liberal woke State.
Step out!
Wow. He can't even hear you. You're in another zip code, idiot. Who came up with this brilliant idea?
Straight backwards!
Fucking
If you
idiots.
try to run, you'll be bit by the dog!
Kansas State Patrol, bunch of fucking idiots. What the fuck are you doing? Jesus Christ. Oh, is it a hostage situation?
Passenger laying down.
Okay.
Not that I know of. Keep walking!
Henderson, we can lay them over here.
But still, they need to be like, they need to shorten the gap about halfway. They're too far back. They need to be a lot closer if it's a hostage situation. So they can actually hear him and he can hear them.
Yes.
Step to the right!
I'm shutting K10 down.
Snipes, is that you?
Snipes, take over.
Snipes, take over!
Step to the right! Keep stepping! Keep...
Guys, I apologize. I didn't know my battery was going to go out that quick. I'll be right back. I'm just going to swap batteries and I'll be right back.
Step it! Stop! Back up! Keep stepping! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming! All right, get on the ground! Keep your hands out to your side like an airplane!
Hold on.
Lay down on your stomach.
Get them
Lay down.
all the way down.
Hands out. Cross your legs. Put your behind your back.
Do not move!
Do not move.
In the end, Rodney was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree homicide and 6 counts of attempted first-degree homicide. As the story goes, he was acting strangely and suffering from withdrawals at the time of the shooting. According to his girlfriend, he subscribed to several wild conspiracy theories and believed that aliens were coming to get him. That may explain why he wore a Ninja Turtle costume during the shooting. On December 26th of 2021, a highway patrol officer in Escambia County, Florida, was out on a routine patrol when a black Jeep Grand Cherokee flew by him in the opposite lane. Our officer pulled a quick U-turn and activated his lights and sirens. Meanwhile, the suspect, 18-year-old Treyquez Davis, stepped on the gas and peeled away. The chase took both cars through several red lights and busy intersections. Treyquez eventually turned into a neighborhood where he continued running stop signs and driving on the wrong side of the road. But no matter what he did, he couldn't shake the police. Our officer stayed tight on his tail and positioned himself for a textbook pit maneuver.
Okay, right here, I'm going to stop it real quick. Miss Twisted Angel, she cleaned off her desk, so I just wanted to show everybody this picture again. I just think it's beautiful. And look at the urn. It's got white horses on the urn. I wish there's another picture of it, but you can see it. Hey, Pat, that was a double homicide suspect. Looks like mine. But anyway, I just want to show you guys this. I just think it's beautiful, the way it's set up with the roses and all in the background. And that necklace is a butterfly necklace. A gold diamond-looking necklace. But that was her mother's, too. So, here we go. Let's go. Kamala officially quits the race. You think? Let's see what he says here. Hold on. I think this is important for everybody to see, so I'm just going to show it real quick. She's a treasonous piece of shit who should be executed for treason against the United States. Let me show you this real quick. I know we're getting off topic, but this is a special night. We've got our country back, or we will. We will have our country back. Here we go. Let's watch this real quick.
Kamala Harris has conceded to Donald Trump.
Yeah! Yeah!
Did she cry? Did she cry?
Feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition.
Does anybody believe that fucking lie?
We owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah, they're going to help him. He doesn't need their help with his transition. He's hired his own transition team. He's paying for it himself. So he doesn't really need their help. Okay? So just stay out of the fucking way. You've done enough damage. Right? Let's go. Correct, Eternal. What now? Gee, Pat, what's my setup? Chopped liver? We've seen Twisted Angel set up twice. So she's ahead by 2. Just saying.
Trakez was lucky to survive the pit. Now he has another split decision to make. Either he can crash head-on into another officer or take his Jeep off-road. Thankfully, he opts for the latter.
Yeah, hit that tree. Don't let him back on the road. There you go. Let's plow the field. Damn these speed bumps. See, ladies and gentlemen, when you see speed bumps like that in a residential area, that's the whole neighborhood screaming, we do not want to parent our children. So we're going to put speed bumps in the middle of the roadway to affect the vehicles that should be in the roadway, where the kids shouldn't be in the road. But we don't want to parent them. And my God, we don't want to teach them how to look both ways before crossing the street. Please. Fucktards.
Trakez is getting desperate with 2 officers on his tail. He already survived one pit and most likely won't make it through another. That's when our lead car pulls up beside him and Trakez pulls a fast one to lose him momentarily.
Yeah, me too, Trooper. Yeah, me too.
It takes a few minutes, but our officer finally catches back up. From then on, he won't let Trakez out of his sight no matter what.
My night was excellent. I didn't go to sleep till like 3:30 in the morning. Posted my desk too. Does it have an urn on it? But you're probably on Central Time, right, Doc? I'm on Eastern. Hit it right there, hit it! Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're on Eastern?
We're back on the main road, and our officer is playing catch-up once more. He hits the gas and gets back behind the Jeep. From there, it's all downhill for Mr. Triquez Davis.
Did he say it's all uphill for Dickhead Davis? Is that what he said? Wait, did he say Dickhead Davis? I agree with that name.
More. He hits the gas and gets back behind the Jeep. From there, it's all downhill for Mr. Triquez Davis.
Yep, Dickhead Davis. What is that? That is so cool. Damn, you got a better setup than I do. I'm jealous now, Buford Billy Bob. I got him, Texas. That's what I was saying. It's a cool setup. I'm jealous.
Unfortunately.
Okay, Texas, god dang, Texas. I'm trying to tell Twisted about how many spankings she owes me, and she keeps changing the subject back to her desk and shit. Can you keep her focused? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Woo!
The footage ends before we can see
I
the arrest.
dreamt last
According
night
to
that Kamala
reports,
Harris won.
Triquez was running with an active
Shut up,
warrant out of
Eternal.
Okaloosa County for fleeing and eluding police.
That was not a dream. That was a nightmare, buddy. I have an over-the-bed computer set up. Does that mean, Smoking, are you talking about you got a mirror on your ceiling over your bed? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, keep her focused, Texas, please. Because I think we're up to like 6.
Police. In the Jeep, officers found plenty of narcotics and several $1,000s in cash. In the end, Triquez was charged with reckless driving,
I want
fleeing,
to know
and
nothing more
possession
of
of
smoking
narcotics
bed
with the
computers.
intent to
Me
sell.
neither, Therapy. Okay. Did I just see rotten bananas on this guy's head? I think. Hold on, wait.
Dollars in cash. In the end, Triquez.
That's a first. Rotten bananas hanging off this guy's head. Is that like a fashion statement now?
Was charged with reckless driving, fleeing, and possession of narcotics with
Piece
the
of
intent to
shit.
sell.
Menace to society.
Starting with the newest 2025 models, all GM
Wobbly.
vehicles will come with OnStar's essential benefits. These include features like automatic crash response, navigation, and remote start. Among the most critical features is theft protection, which allows OnStar to use the car's onboard GPS to track its location and relay information to the police. They can also tap into the engine and slow the vehicle down, preventing the thief from escaping.
Oh, wow.
On October 23rd of 2023, OnStar services came in handy during this police chase through Little Rock, Arkansas. Local officers...
Now, Miss Twisted Angel, is that a A&W cream soda on your desk? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I got to do it. I just got to do it. Look at, I need help with this one, okay? Can somebody please help me? Is that a A&W cream soda on the left side of that desk right there? And I thought it was a picture, but it looks like a screensaver in the background or her desktop pic. Is that that's an A&W cream soda, is it not? Am I wrong? Am I losing my mind or what? What's happening here? I think it's just a A&W. That's not a root beer. Is that a root beer? It might be a root beer. I'd like to think it's an A&W cream soda. No, it's a root beer. Okay, thank you. those things are so rich. I can only just drink a couple of sips, and I'm done with it.
Had just received word about a stolen GMC Canyon.
So now we know, ladies and gentlemen, that Miss Twisted Angel drinks beer. Now we know. Thank you, Miss Twisted Angel, for clarifying that for the ones that didn't know.
OnStar helped them track the truck to a gas station off the highway. Our suspects bolted when they saw
I didn't see the Trump Vance flag. Texas, I haven't seen it.
Not knowing that escape was impossible thanks to Big Brother.
Hey, I like your brand of cigarettes. That's my brand of cigarettes. You know, I bought a pack of cigarettes the other day, Miss Twisted Angel. I got the 2-pack special. And I said, I need 2 packs of your Marlboro Lights. And the young girl behind the counter, she was like, I'm sorry, we don't carry that brand. I said, no, they're Marlboro Lights. She said, we don't have Marlboro Lights. And the guy behind me said, okay, we're telling our age now. They're the Marlboro Gold Pack. She said, oh, okay. And the guy said, buddy, that hadn't been called Marlboro Lights for a long time. I didn't know that. Just saying. They've always been Marlboro Lights.
Are you by yourself?
Oh, I see it. I know what you're talking about now. Okay. I thought you meant... Oh, never mind. Yeah, I like that. Oh, no. Are those Marlboro Lights Special Select? Mine don't say that. Yeah, who thought of that shit, Stoner? Mine don't say special select, Miss Twisted Angel. So see, there's another light to medium spanking ode. I think we're up to 7 now. Well, I'm making out like a bandit on this stream. Yo, everyone in Night Cop. Sailor! Welcome back! Oh, okay. Mine don't say that. I just Marlboro Lights. Does anybody remember when you have to physically say, yes, I need, yeah, give me a pack of Marlboro Lights in the box? Does anybody remember? Because you had the soft pack and then you had the box. You had to specifically ask for Marlboro Lights in the box. Because if you say, can I get a pack of Marlboro Lights? She'd give you the soft pack. Yep, every one of them. Oh, not 100s, no. Oh, you're smoking 100s. I smoke the Kings. Yeah. See, that's what I was saying, Texas. Texas said on YouTube, damn, man, you're on a roll tonight, Pat. Yeah, I think we're up to 7. Can you relay that to Miss Twisted? And keep her focused on it. 7. If she ever saw my butterfly, she'd want to stay focused on the 7. So keep her, thank you, Texas, for your support. Oh, I remember when they came out with Marlboro Menthol. That's what it was called. I'm like, ew. Can we just leave the menthol to Salem? Okay? And Cools. Right? Never even heard of Newports at that time. It was Salem and Cools. Let them do the menthol. Marlboro, stay away from that market. 15 viewers on Kick, really? Now, ladies and gentlemen, so everybody knows, I will be streaming the IRL bounty hunting stream. We've got 16 more days till we go live with the bounty hunting. And I will be streaming that on YouTube and Kick. So if you'd like to contribute to the online products that we need to go live, there's the link in the chat. And I'd really appreciate it. It's a donate link. I get that money immediately. It's sent to my PayPal, and I can use it immediately on Amazon. So that's where most of the equipment that we need, that's where we're buying it from. When the fuel prices come down next year, we will be out there so she can collect her debt. Yeah. Thank you, Texas. Let me tell you something, Texas. If you come out here, buddy, I want to buy you a cup of coffee. And, sir, I'm not talking about, like, we've got to learn German and French to go to Starbucks and shit. I don't do Starbucks. I'm talking about a good old-fashioned Waffle House fresh cup of coffee. Sitting in a booth saying, hee-haw, y'all. Okay? I'm going to buy you a cup of coffee. You and Twisted Angel. That's before the spankings, okay? I'm just saying, before. Can't go wrong with a pina colada. What a pina, where'd that come from? Twisted Angels, Spanks, Night Coffee. I only drink Waffle House coffee at 2 a.m. when the strippers show up after their shift. Yeah, therapy, I get that, because sometimes you got to be intoxicated to handle Waffle House coffee. Yeah, there is that. I hope you broke your neck.
While our lead officer
shit.
stays on the truck, another duo goes after the man on foot.
There he is right there. Yep.
See, when somebody jumps out of a car like that, usually, not every time, because sometimes it's just an innocent victim trying to get the hell away from some crazy dude running from the cops. But most of the time, they're carrying the drugs. Here, give me all the shit that's illegal in here. I'm jumping out. They're going to follow you, right? That's what it is. That's why you always, the unit behind me should stop immediately and take that piece of shit into custody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Miss Twisted Angel. The United States of Chattanooga. Choo-choo! I can do a better impersonation of a choo-choo than that. I just didn't want to.
You can go through it? Yep.
Male strippers? No, thank you. Yeah.
Think he's giving up? Nope. He's gonna keep on going. Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Give me your fucking hands!
Turn around! Turn around! Turn around! Get on your knees! Get on your knees!
I was just getting a ride, boss man. I beg.
The unnamed suspect claims he was just getting a ride. If that's true, why is he about to lie to the police before they pat him down?
In front of the car, he's gonna pat you down. What? You got anything on you we need to know about?
I was just trying to get around to the Walmart, boss man.
Not Starbucks. I can't speak French.
What's that?
I can't order shit at Starbucks.
Nothing, boss man. That's my key.
Something hard. Right here.
No, that was my key, boss man.
Right here.
That's my key, boss man.
It's right here. I'm having my hand on it right now. What is it?
Now, you see how the suspect addressed the officer, calls him boss man? That tells me he's a convict. He's on parole or out of prison. Because that's what they call the guards at a prison, boss man. So, yeah, you got to listen to that. In the line of duty, you listen for that kind of shit so you know who you're dealing with. Yeah, he's a convict.
Left eye. There, right there. What is it? I can't tell.
Oh, that's probably my knife on the money.
Yep. You got a knife on you?
Yes, sir.
Yep, I got it. That's a pistol. Take it out. I can't see where it is.
That's a pistol, not some car keys, boss man.
Underwear? Yeah, boss man.
Get your gloves on.
Yep. You broke to me, boss man. That's crazy.
All right. Anything else on you?
Nah.
The minute I felt that gun, he's going to the ground.
It's unclear what these guys were up to, but it likely wasn't anything good. Besides
I
the
don't
gun,
think they were going
police also
trick-or-treating.
found several live bullets and crack cocaine inside the man's bag. Meanwhile, back at the stolen truck, OnStar turned off the engine, preventing the other unnamed suspect from running any further.
Okay, something just went wrong. Hold on just a minute. Am I still live? Check the stream on your social. What? Am I still live, guys? Hold on. Yeah, I think I'm still live. It said, it said to activate chat, please enable. What? Here, I gotta activate chat again. Hold on. Boom. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Restream had a hiccup.
Watch out. What did I just tell you? Here's our antenna. Hold it up. Okay, got it. Put it in your pocket again. All right. All right. I'm just tase you. Open the door. Hold on.
Do you recommend OnStar?
I'm gonna do it again. Okay. I'm gonna do it again. Put it in park. Put it in park now.
Spoiler alert, he did not put it in park.
Good night, Georgia man.
Stand by. Watch you.
Now, you see the guy, they tased him. As usual, it didn't work. I don't know why they even still have tasers in the line of duty. It absolutely gives officers a false sense of security, and it's going to get them hurt. Don't use a taser. It's a piece of plastic crap. Throw it away. Look, they're tasing him. They're pulling the trigger, and the guy just looking at him. And he drives away. Yeah. Just drive away. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're getting tased. Had I pepper sprayed his ass, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I will.
Get out.
Call OnStar again and tell them to shut off the car again. Yeah.
Get out of the car. Get out. Pepper spray him. Don't stop it. Hold on to the car. Hey. Put your foot on the brake.
Ladies and gentlemen, right there, pepper spray him. See, pepper spray lasts for 45 to 50 minutes. I mean, they're in pain. Their face is burning. Their neck is on fire. Their throat is on fire for 45 to 50 minutes. Don't you think that's better than just tasing him and it lasts as long as you just pull that trigger? If it's working, if it works, you pull the trigger for 3-4 seconds and it's over. I like the idea of putting him in that shit for 45 minutes.
Put your foot on the brake! Put your foot on the brake! Put your foot on the brake! Okay, your foot on the tape. I got pins. Yeah. All right, I'm out. You ready to taser? You got a taser? Get your hand out of your pocket. You got a taser? I got that in my pocket, bro. We're reaching. I got one. Get out. Hold on. Get out. Get on the ground. Now. Get on the ground.
Unfortunately, we couldn't find out much about our car
I was watching
thieves.
Cops
We can only
Reloaded,
assume
and the
that they were
dumbass
arrested and
cop had
charged
their
with grand
tasers
theft
drawn,
auto,
and I'm sitting
possession,
back laughing.
fleeing,
Yeah.
and
They're
resisting
idiots.
arrest.
I still don't understand after years. Because, see, I got certified on the taser in 2006. So law enforcement, ladies and gentlemen, has had many, many years of out in the field testing on the taser. And it works about once out of every 50 times deployed, and it costs a lot of money for those cartridges. And it would seem to me by now, how many years is that? 16 plus 4. So that's 14 plus, so that's 18 years ago I was certified on the taser. So I think about 20 years of testing, realizing it doesn't work. I can't understand why any law enforcement agency would spend budget money on tasers and cartridges. It's buy them the JPX. How about that?
November 23rd of 2019, a Georgia state trooper was patrolling State Route 400 when an Atlanta police officer
Sorry about
radioed
what
in about a
happened with
Mercedes-Benz
Tennessee Titans.
flying down the highway
Wait.
at over 100.
What happened to him? I don't watch football, man. I know when they huddle up on the field, they're talking about me. Taylor, I don't watch it.
125 miles per hour. Based on the call, our officer knew the suspect would be heading his way. He pulled over in the median
says, "I
and
know."
waited for the speeding car.
Okay,
a few
good.
seconds later, the 90s model's Mercedes came screaming
Sorry
by.
about what. Wow! He almost became a sardine can right there against that wall, didn't he? Oh, I didn't know that. I had no clue. Don't give a shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to dedicate this to Mr. Sailor, Georgia. I can't say that hashtag or hashtag. Sailor, this is for you, sir. 1, 2, 3, go. Yep, the old-time Houston Oilers, exactly.
City driving lends an advantage to the suspect. He doesn't care about anybody but himself, so he doesn't mind running red lights and racing through intersections. Meanwhile, our officers have to slow down at each one for everybody's safety. Moments later, the suspect turns back onto the highway, and the advantage swings back in our officers' favor. The open roads lend themselves to pit maneuvers. Let's see if our officer can deploy one here.
Yeah, he's getting on 85 northbound, be advised.
Here you. Oh, wow. What kind of car was that? I didn't even see what kind. Oh, it's a Mercedes? No, that's not a Mercedes. That's a, yeah, that's a Mercedes. Isn't that a Mercedes? Yeah, that's a Mercedes. Yeah, I think so too. I've pitted a couple of those. Really, in real life, I've pitted a couple of those Mercedes. Different color, but same concept.
The suspect survived 2 pits and is still going. He takes
Survived
2
it.
more exits
Oh my
and
God,
puts
that's so
himself
dramatic.
back on the city streets. That's when our other officer moves in for another pit.
I'm leaving this running, but I got to go to little girl's room. I'll be right back. Houston Texans are doing a lot better than...
maneuver. The suspect must have seen it coming as he tries executing a shifty move of his own. Unfortunately for him, it didn't work out. As the saying goes, 3rd time's a charm.
Exit, we're southbound, North Druid Hills. So 86, take him. I believe he's setting up for a pit. .1050, we're trying to block him in right now. We got him up on the curve. Going to go.
Do they look like you'd be real popular?
Put your hands out the window unless you want to get shot. We're wrecked here in the middle of the road. Stand by. I can't see his hands. Get out of the car! Get out of the car! I got non-lethal, good.
Police identified the suspect as 36-year-old Omid Sheikh Sajadi. He suffered a few minor injuries during the crash after putting his hand in broken glass. We're guessing the alcohol numbed the pain, though. According to police, Omid's breath smelled like rum and coke. His eyes were watery, his pupils were dilated, and his speech, although accented, was slurred. He was ultimately arrested and charged with DUI, reckless driving, and fleeing, among other traffic violations. This wasn't Omid's first run-in with Georgia police either. In 2013, he was arrested by the Major Fraud Unit in a case involving high-end electronics and fake businesses. July 19th of 2023, Arkansas State...
You're talking about Kia. I don't think I've ever pitted a Kia. I don't think I ever have. I don't even know if Kia... Yeah, Kia was around. Yeah, it was. Because I pulled over some Kia, but I've never pitted a Kia.
Trooper Taylor Eakins was patrolling an area close to the Oklahoma border when a drunk driver in a silver truck passed him at a high rate of speed. Trooper Eakins hit the gas and caught up, at which point the driver stuck his hand out the window and flipped him the middle finger.
Really?
The driver didn't know it, but he'd just picked a losing fight. Trooper Eakins activated his lights and sirens, and the chase was on. He caught back up and positioned himself to pit the fleeing vehicle. The tap sent the truck careening out of control. When he finally got back on the road, Trooper Eakins noticed the driver had a little extra cargo in tow.
She's flirting with me, Texas, not you. She's looking at me. Hi, baby. Hi, darling. Eat your heart out, Texas. She was looking directly at me. Thank you very much.
Anybody crashing right here? He crashed.
Nope, never a golf cart either. Me too, therapy. Yeah.
Imagine being in one of those cars, and this is what you see passing you on the highway. Our drunk driver kept going for miles with the tree sticking out of his bed. The initial crash also damaged his undercarriage, as something metal is definitely sparking on the roadway.
picked up a tree, Hojo, somewhere. This is not Pick on Texas night. This is Night Cop and his buddy Texas just shooting the shit. We got beer. Me and you, I mean, it's a root beer, but we got it. It's on it's on her desk. So yeah, we can have a beer together. A root beer.
This chase is getting more dangerous by the minute. It's only a
going to
matter of
wrap the
time
tree
before
around
he
the object on the
sideswipes
road.
someone's
Probably.
car with that tree.
Damn. He's gonna side. Oh my God. Oh, he didn't hit that car. I wonder if he knows the tree is there.
The tree in his truck was both his best friend and his sworn enemy. It kept police from closing in and trying to pit maneuver him again. However, it also caused significant damage to his car. In the end, the damage was too much to keep going. Our drunk driver finally did the smart thing and pulled over. But that didn't mean he was done taunting police officers.
Hands up now. Put your hands up. Put your fucking hands up. Get out. Get out. You got lethal? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
See, I mean, this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Let's back up a minute. How many times in law enforcement across this country do these officers have to use a taser and it doesn't work? Because I'm telling you, it works about once out of every 50 times deployed. In the perfect scenario, the guy's not drunk, he's not on any kind of drugs, and he doesn't have a shirt on. Perfect scenario for a taser. Other than that, they don't work. How many times does a law enforcement agency have to see these body cams and dash cams to say, you know what, we're not spending any money on these cartridges and shit, because they're like $16 to $20 for law enforcement, a lot more for regular civilians, and it comes with 2 cartridges. We're not wasting our budget dollars on these stupid things anymore. Let's go with the JPX, or better, let's just go back with pepper spray.
Get out. Get out. You got lethal?
See? Nope, doesn't work. Look, he just keeps coming. Yeah. He's still hitting that trigger. Look.
Get on the ground, mother.
Usually, suspects in the back of a cop car stay in the back of a cop car. This guy wanted to change that trend. Even with his hands cuffed behind his back, he still caused problems for the Arkansas State Police.
My ankle. So he got on with me.
Taser 10, never heard of it. I've never heard of a Taser 10, sailor.
Like my radar starts going up to 90. I'm like, what the hell?
I want to look that up.
At 105. Here we are.
I'm looking that shit up. I don't know what it is. Taser 10. What is that?
Okay.
It's loading.
I'm gonna bang my head on your window. Bang your head and shit on my. Stop.
I can't stand the taser. All it does is say loading. Nothing else. A new era in less lethal technology.
Tied him on the ground. According to the report, he kept hurling insults and racial slurs at the officers.
Introducing
the
Taser
more
10.
he yelled, the more police could smell the alcohol on his breath. In the end, the suspect was arrested and brought to county
With a
jail.
maximum range
It's
of
unclear
45
what he
feet,
was
Taser
charged
10
with,
creates
but we
more
can
time
assume
and
the
space
letters
to
D,
de-escalate
U,
and resolve
I were
conflicts.
involved.
Well, that looks badass. When de-escalation fails,
August
Taser 10
5th,
can deploy up to 10
2019 began as
individual
another
targeted
average day
probes
on
without
patrol
the need
for
to
Arkansas
reload.
State Troopers Alan
What do
Aiken
the
and
probes
Kurt
do?
Williams. Around 8 o'clock that night, the partners pulled over a white
Advancement
sedan
in
for
accuracy,
speeding. They had
effectiveness,
no
and
idea this
reliability means
routine
less
stop would
likelihood
turn
of
into an
escalation
hour-long
to
chase.
lethal force. Yeah, that's what a JPX does. I'll stick with my JPX, man.
Good.
Oh, wow. And what do those do? Do they shock them? 10 opportunities to protect life.
Hey, sir, how you doing? It's your Breakwood State Police. That's the reason I'm stopping your speed.
Oh, it's still a taser. Still a piece of shit.
All right. So, what's your poor excuse?
Plot twist, the owner of the white sedan is just
I'll stick
another
with my
average
JPX
driver who
and
lost track of his
pepper
speed.
spray.
The actual chase involved a black Honda Civic piloted by 2 felons out on patrol.
I bet I could talk to one of my buddies at the sheriff's department.
Back
He
at the
could get
traffic
me the
stop,
same
Aiken
pepper
and
spray
Williams
they
have
use.
no idea a high-speed
Yeah,
chase is heading their
absolutely.
way. That is, until they
'Cause see,
hear about
this-
it over radio chat.
This is basically this is law enforcement quality Palms pepper spray, the MK3, but it's the bottom level. It's like a 0.05. I've got, when we're out bounty hunting, I'm using the highest strength, which is a 0.03. Yeah, it's 45 minutes of pure hell. Absolutely.
Matter.
Oh, shit. What is that? I'm on 412 crossing Wildcat Creek. It'll be a black, some type of four-door car. Speed's 120.
Our officers peel away to join the pursuit, which isn't too far away. It's unclear if the owner of the white sedan ever received a traffic ticket. Today may have been his lucky day.
Was 20%?
412. Come back towards 412.
Now, see, I don't know what you mean by 20%. It was at a 0.05, 04, 03, 06. They don't come higher than a 0.03. I'm just curious what 20% means. Therapy. Yeah, see what it is. Because now military should have 0.03. Absolutely. It might be 0.3. It's 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, not 0.3. I'm sorry. Wish they'd come out with a 0.2 or a 0.1. That's what I want. I want the 0.1. That's
It's
like
at this
bear
moment
spray.
that Aiken and Williams arrive on the scene. Both officers chase the black Honda for several miles. Thankfully, traffic isn't too heavy, and police can keep pace as the sun sets over Arkansas. They eventually move onto more populated streets, where Aiken and Williams
Sonic!
move in for a poorly timed
Did you guys
pit
see
maneuver.
Sonic? I have. Absolutely, I've pitted more than one Honda. I don't remember the exact number, but yeah. I pitted this Honda Civic one night. No shit. The way I didn't plan it this way, but I pitted it on the passenger side, right? And we were like a 2-lane road just like this. He was in this left-hand lane. I was in the right-hand lane. And I came across and I pitted him. And you see the curve right here? It was kind of a curve like that, but it went like this, and then it went up a little bit, and then, well, like this. It went like this, and then it had a little up. I mean, I couldn't have planned a more perfect spot to pit this piece of shit. Because no shit, I pitted him. He went this way. He hit that rise in the curb just right, and it went boom. No shit. It hit the curb, and that vehicle just went right over on the top and slid across the grass. It was beautiful. Like, yep, I meant to do that. I planned it. That's what I wanted to do. I was full of shit because I didn't plan it that way at all. It just happened. Oh, that's a stun gun.
Correct. He went on top of the vehicle. Now he's southbound. I'm not sure what road we're on.
Now, we may not be experts in police procedure, but we've seen enough pits to know you're not supposed to get up on two wheels while spinning out a suspect's car. Unfortunately, the damage knocks Aiken and Williams out of the chase. Lucky for them, their fellow officers were right behind to keep the pursuit going. They also caught the entire failed pit on their dash cam.
Just wrecked. He went on top of the suspect vehicle. Now he's southbound. I'm not sure what road we're on.
Southbound on Burlington. 17 of the county unit, or the county units talking with the county. I'm out of it.
The chase continues down these rural back roads for a few more minutes. The driver, 26-year-old Trent Guida, and his girlfriend, 32-year-old Crystal Starr, were on parole when the chase began. Their car was full of drugs and cash when Arkansas state troopers initially pulled them over. To them, running away was better than going back to prison.
You're northbound or southbound on Local 23?
Southbound.
Yeah, it should have been.
Copy that. Have a good East 24.
Trent will risk everything to get away. Watch as he cuts through a gas station, nearly takes out a man on his bike, and starts driving in the oncoming lane.
Westbound Wentwood.
Yeah, we do stunts every now and then, Texas. Those of us who watched Hooper, the movie with Burt Reynolds, yeah, we do them sometimes. Yeah. We just react the movie. Not really. It just kind of happens without planning it.
Moments later, our suspect seemingly throws something from the car. Keep a close eye on the rear driver's side window.
There went the dope. No more dope.
Copy that.
That could have been a bottle, though.
Tell me if you go west or south. You can come up to Goose Creek Road to your right, if you're around past it, or down the springs.
Well, that's one way to add destruction of evidence to their growing list of charges. The chase continues on these rural streets before returning to the main road. It eventually moves into a residential area where our officers try another pit maneuver.
Right here. Bust that ass. And I can tell you what happened right there. I've done it. I've done that many a time. You just get over aggressive and impatient. And you go up there just, oh, I'm just going to go up there and just swipe him out. Can't do it. A pit has to be strategically planned out in your brain. You know what it's going to look like before you ever do it. If you don't do it that way, it's not going to work. Yes, I've learned all that the hard way. What this trooper just did, I have done more times than I'd like to count. And then you say, shit, what was I thinking?
Slamming on his brakes on me. Keep that on Lawson.
Submitted a pepper spray training video. It's about 2 minutes long. Where'd you submit it at? Where? Submit videos, maybe? Oh, USMC?
At this point, these desperate parolees will do anything to get away, even drive on the wrong side of the highway.
Of course they will. Wow, idiot. You think he cares about anybody else's safety? I doubt it.
Copy that. Okay, he's getting ready to go back north.
If you'd have sped up, you could have pitted him right there.
After everything they've been through, Trent and Crystal must think they're invincible. Unfortunately, that's not how the law of averages works. Sooner or later, they're going to make a critical mistake. It comes in the form of a risky U-turn that seals their fate for good.
Yeah, exactly, Therapy. Oh yeah, you piece of shit. In that. You see how they don't go back a quarter of a mile and try to negotiate with the guy? Yeah, they don't do that in Arkansas. We blitz that car and yank his ass out of the driver's seat.
Trent and Crystal were arrested and charged with a laundry list of crimes. He was looking at aggravated assault, possession, DUI, and reckless driving, among other charges. She was looking at tampering with physical evidence, possession, and felony fleeing. Remember, both were out on parole, so both will be going...
See why I don't believe in parole?
...directly to jail. They will not pass go, and they will not collect $200.
Right here, I want to see this real quick. Therapy sent me a video of pepper spray training. I just want to see it real quick, see what it's about. Because pepper spray is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I've used it many a time.
All the Marines that were here today, they went through the level 1 exposure to Orezium capsicum, or what we know as OC, and taking them through the confidence course to show them not only how much it would actually slow down a suspect, but how well a suspect could actually fight through OC. What happens, they feel an inflammation, it feels like a burning of the skin. They start getting mucus building up in their nose, their mouth, they start to gag. So it mostly affects the respiratory system and also their sight because their eyes are going to want to slam shut.
Fight it. Get on the ground. Arms out, palms up. Cross your feet. Bring a small on your back. Look away from the sound of my voice.
Psychologically, it really affects them more is because it basically takes away what they're used to. And with those eyes shut, they start getting anxiety, hampers their breathing, and so it basically causes them to freak out.
And they can't say, I can't breathe.
Every time before I go through the training, I feel that anxiety build up. It always happens. And then when that initial spray hits, all you feel is that initial burning. And right when you try to open your eyes, it slams shut on you. It feels like somebody's basically sticking needles in your eyes. It feels gritty. And that panic, that pain comes out, and you just want to scream from the bottom of your lungs. And as I said, the more you're exposed to it, it's not that it burns less. You just know you learn how to deal with it a little bit better in some of the management of your own body when you're going through this every single time.
Yeah, we got a hose too. Yeah, when I got certified on it, we had a hose there and a big trough-looking bucket thing. Okay, thank you for sharing that, man. I love using pepper spray on these pieces of shit. I love it because I know they're going to be in pain for about 45 minutes. The next time I have to deal with that piece of shit, he's going to comply. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm on the ground, man. I've never, ever had to spray the same person twice. When I had to deal with them again a month later, oh, okay, because they know we weren't playing. Okay, let me see.
Edmond, Oklahoma is a small city in Oklahoma County.
Edmond!
It's home to about 95,000 people and two
That's
men
right there
who
by
decided
Oklahoma
to rob
City.
the local Walmart. It was March 26th of 2017. Police in Edmond responded to the shoplifting call and eventually found a vehicle matching the suspect's description. They attempted a traffic stop, but these petty thieves had no intention of going quietly. Instead, they decided to add about a dozen more charges to their growing list. Speeding and reckless endangerment were among the first.
There you go, Derby. Appreciate it, buddy. There's the palm pepper spray if anybody wants any. I'm out of coffee. Wow. Oh, you
The
see
near miss
that?
forced our officer to
Wow.
hit the brakes and fall back. The Walmart thieves must have thought they'd gotten away, as it takes several minutes for our officer to catch up. They panic when he finally does, causing the chase to end itself.
close. Oh, don't bring in that other vehicle. Don't hit it. Did he hit the other vehicle?
Police
Good. I hope
surround
you
the
broke
car
your
and
neck.
watch as one of the suspects pokes his head out, then ducks
Shoot
back
him!
in like a whack-a-mole.
Shoot
Sorry,
him!
bud. You aren't hiding
can't
from
shoot him.
anyone at this point. Police found 4 people inside the vehicle. All of them were taken to and treated at the local hospital. However,
They should have been
only
treated
2
at all.
were ultimately arrested.
Tough
They were
shit.
25-year-old Lamont Benjamin and 27-year-old
that
Sean
figures.
Bruner. It seems like the other 2 had nothing to do with the theft or ensuing chase. According to reports, Mr. Benjamin had only been out on bond for 5 days before their March pursuit. Some
5
people
days.
just don't learn their lesson.
Most criminals don't.
Now, you've probably heard the acronym BOLO used in movies and on TV. It stands for Be on the Lookout, and police will issue one when they find a suspicious vehicle or person.
That's a
On
BOLO.
January 8th of 2022, Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Wesley Dixon was on a routine patrol in Jefferson County when he observed a black sedan failing to move over for stopped emergency vehicles. He caught up to the car, but didn't activate his lights or sirens. At least, not yet. He didn't want to spook the driver before he had the chance to run the sedan's plates. When he did, he learned the car was registered to one Stephen Spencer Clary of Orlando, Florida. Now this was a major break because Mr. Clary was tied to a nationwide BOLO for a recent homicide in
smoking,
Orlando.
you're exactly right, but that's
Witnesses
gonna
saw
end
his car
after
leaving the
January.
scene, and Orlando PD had every reason to believe Stephen had something to do with it. Judging
Did
by
they
his
do
blatant
rolling
disregard for
28s
human
when
life,
you were
we're
serving
inclined
Pat?
to believe them.
I guess not, because I don't know what a rolling 28 is. I have no idea what that is. Rolling 28. Huh? Talking about a 1028? Oh, yeah. We didn't call it a rolling 28. We just call it a 1028 check. We do a 2729 check, and that's driver's license check and wants or warrants. 28 check is the license plate. But yeah, we do 1028 checks on my radio. We didn't have not until the very end did I have a laptop in my my patrol unit. It was about the last 2 years. But yeah, we can do them. No, it's not profiling at all. I can run a 1028 check. But see, when we got the laptops in our computer, we had to do something we'd never had to do before. And that's get certified on NCIC. I was never certified on NCIC. The dispatcher, where I'd call in on the radio, 35 station, give me a 1028 check, and then I'd give them the tag number. But once we got the laptops, we had to go through this long ordeal about getting certified on NCIC and then take a test. Then you're certified on NCIC before you can ever run a 28 check on that laptop. Or a criminal background or anything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just on the radio. Because once we were on the radio, I didn't need to be NCIC certified. Because I wasn't running it. I was requesting it from dispatch who was NCIC certified.
The crash crumbled Trooper Dixon's hood and destroyed his
Yeah,
dash.
you think?
Thankfully, about a dozen other officers were driving behind him and recorded the final moments on their cameras.
Yeah, let's see. That looks like a rest. Yeah, they went into a rest area. That's a rest area. Boom.
Now let's see that again as Trooper Edwards narrowly
Did that
avoids
piece of shit just
multiple
punch
head-on
that window
crashes.
with his fist?
In the end,
Hey,
Stephen
Anthony, how you
Clary was
doing, buddy?
arrested and charged with fleeing and eluding law enforcement.
Well, thank you, Anthony. He said he liked my smash burgers. But see, here's the thing. Here's where I screwed up a lot on those smash burgers. I should have made the hamburgers a 6-ounce, not a 5-ounce. I forgot to season them before I flipped them, and then I forgot the cheese altogether. So there is that. When I'm streaming, I'm not thinking clearly about everything. Yeah. Just too many moving parts for me, I guess.
As for the murder charge, it seems like the investigation is still active and ongoing.
All right. Yeah, he did. Yep, I did. Color me stupid, because I forgot all of it. Get a 5-pack next month. Thank you, Twisted Angel. All right, guys. We made it through another Night Cop 35 stream. Can you believe that shit? That's like 2 in a row, right? But I am going to redo my smash burgers on a time to cook because I want to do it the right way. See that smashing tool? I had never used that before. And when I went back and looked at the little, not instructions, but the recommendations, it says 6-ounce hamburgers. And the balls of hamburgers I had were only 5 ounces, because that's what I was used to. I used to do smash burgers before, and they were just 5 ounces. But with that tool, I need 6 ounces, so there's not gaps in the hamburger. I need to remember to season before I flip and get the sear, and then I definitely need to remember the cheese. Put the cheese on the freaking burger before you 10 seconds before you're going to lift it up. It's fine. Yep, Trump won. Well, actually, America won, Anthony. Not Trump. America won. Absolutely. America won. Hell yeah. God bless America. It's recommended for pegging? Oh, good. Thank God. Whew. Glad you brought that up, Texas. Can't wait. Okay, guys. I will be back on Saturday night. We got 1 week, 16 more days from today before we go live bounty hunting. A week from Saturday. I'll be back on Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've got my BDU pants and my vest. I got it at the alteration because they're doing some last minute quirks on it. Little quirks I want done. So, well, yeah, that's what I meant, my fellow Americans. Absolutely. And Texas says, ha, 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 ha. Pegging is recommended for pegging. That's all I needed to know, man. I'm ready. Hey, Pat, what brand of cuffs should I get? The cuffs, the kind that has a key to it, Nathan. Yeah. But you can't go wrong with ASP cuffs. ASP cuffs. You can't go wrong with those. They're lightweight. They're, very durable. So, yeah. And they've got two types. They've got the female cuffs and then the male cuffs. So there is that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, wait, before I go, let's see if we can rate anybody. How many do we have on? Fearless and with a key, don't forget to keep a backup. Yeah, always keep a backup key. Don't rely on one handcuff key. If you do and you get in a struggle and you lose this in the woods, yeah, always have a backup. I always do. Here's my backup right here. Got another key right. Here's my backup key. So this is my main key. This will be in the glove box of the patrol unit. I always have a backup. Always. Peerless and with a key, don't forget smart man. Yep. Oh, okay, gotcha, Pat. Damn, Nathan. Me and Texas was trying to plan out this. We were looking for a female for the pegging thing, and you just kept interrupting the shit. Sorry, Texas. We're still on the lookout for that female. Good night, sir. Texans. It was a pleasure, man. Tell Miss Twisted Angel I said good night, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think, let's see if I can rate anybody over on Kick. Oh yeah, Watch with Wayne. Here we go. No, let's go with Big Rig Radio. Let's go, well, yeah, let's go over there. I'm going to send everybody to Rig Radio, my buddy Dead Man Strolling. Let's go on Kick. Let's see if he even know I rated him. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
Kyle Stewart is up behind him. Justin Ritchie behind him. Dakota Floyd in fourth. Chris Blanchard.
I don't get it. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to be back on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, the days are counting down. 16 more days before me and Rex is out there with our GoPros. Not GoPros, our Action 4 cameras. We're ready. My high-tech boots came in today. So, we're almost ready. Don't forget, next stream, donate to for the equipment that we need. We're running out of time, guys. We'll see you on Saturday. Good night.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.